This is the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels, former TNA X Division champion and former TNA World Tag Team champion, and you are listening to the TNA Cross the Line podcast. Enjoy.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 65 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I'm Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. Dallas, this week, it is a NWA legend going for the NWA World title in 2003. That's right. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, is going to challenge AJ Styles. I'm assuming it's the main event, but I'm not quite sure. We're also going to have the X Division Championship against the X Division Trophy, the Super X Trophy, when Michael Shane defends his championship against Chris Sabin, who is essentially defending the trophy. I don't know if it's just for the trophy or if it's just for the title. I don't know. We'll find out. But regardless of that, we also have Raven. He's coming for the new church, but we don't know who he's going to be getting at first. How amped are you for another week of NWA-TNA action?
Well, Bob, after last week, which was a bit of a disappointment,
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm a little on the downer side this week, heading into the show. But especially because, honestly, yeah, Michael Shane and Chris Sabin, I think, is going to be a fine X Division match. But besides that, the show doesn't have a lot to offer that we know of, really, going into it. I mean, and as far as, like we said last week, nothing happened. We didn't go anywhere. And it broke our damn streak, and I'm pissed about it still, Bob.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't, like I said on the show, I don't think it was necessarily bad. It was just boring as all hell.
Yeah, I don't think we didn't give it a thumbs down, I don't think, did we? I think we gave it a more.
No, I gave it a thumbs in the middle.
I think, yes, we did.
That I do remember.
But regardless, it wasn't up, so it just didn't offer a lot. But that, they can't all be winners. I didn't think we were going to be making it to the impact zone with all thumbs up. We'll just put it that way.
No.
I knew that we were going to come to a stopping point. But, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. The Dusty Rhodes AJ stuff is a little weird, but at the same time, it's a good filler before we get to the Jeff Jarrett main event, which we'll touch on that a little bit here coming up in our notes. But that's gonna be starting some issues, because what if Dusty wins? Jeff Jarrett is either going to be facing Dusty or he's not getting a shot, apparently.
Yeah, but you'll remember he was pissed with Dusty.
Yeah, dude, they were pushing each other and stuff. Yeah.
And I don't know why, because I mean, I would much rather wrestle Dusty Rhodes than I would want to wrestle AJ Styles if I were Jeff Jarrett.
58-year-old Dusty Rhodes might be a little bit easier to defeat than a very young AJ Styles.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
Yeah,
but so that's interesting. And remember, at least scheduled at this point, match between Jarrett and Styles, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, is on the 22nd of October.
Yes, that is correct.
So that will be interesting to see how we get there, and if Styles is even the champion.
Well, that's a great point. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens during this show. But I guess if you haven't listened to the last 2 weeks, we've been switching up our format a bit. And Bob, we haven't heard any complaints, so I think you won this one.
Whoop-de-whoop, what?
It's going pretty good. But basically, what we're doing, if you have not heard already, is we are touching just briefly on last week's notes. And then we're kind of doing notes sprinkled throughout the show, as well as the independent news. We'll still do Explosion before we get into it. So yeah, I think it's been going pretty smooth.
Yeah, and I want to just point out that this format is likely going to be in existence for the weekly pay-per-views. When we get into Impact era, when they're 45-minute episodes. We'll probably go back to focusing on similar to what we do on IcoPod, where it's go through the news, any type of reactions. I guess maybe to some extent when there's house shows in TNA world, and then we'll watch the show accordingly. But when these shows were getting to be 3 hours of content, there was a level of burnt out coming up for good old BOB, and the saving of roughly 45 minutes of my life not having to try to survive an Impact show has made a world of difference. Not that I don't like talking to you, Dallas, but
I mean, I was definitely waiting for you to be like, seeing me is what it has been.
well, to be fair, I don't actually really look at you here on Skype.
I look at your reactions all the time.
I never have reactions.
No, sometimes you do.
I'm very stoic.
Yeah, I'll give you that. You are.
I'm stoic like R. Kelly getting convicted of sexual
Holy.
whatever he did there.
Wow. Well,
He did. He got found guilty today for.
well,
And if
fucking
you're wondering, today is September 27th. That's right. We're recording this on September 27th. This is coming out October 8th. A little behind the sheet there, behind the curtain where we're at, dude.
Well, and that's because me and Bob are attending 3 wrestling shows in a row.
Yeah, talk about burnt out.
So yeah, are we going to still be wrestling fans by Friday night? We'll get back to you next week.
Yeah.
But let's run down the card quick from last week, just so we have that overview before we go on some notes. And I do have a little bit of extra stuff I'm going to bring up in the notes because it's a little bit more long form. It's not going to be anything like our old way, but I think it's important to bring up before we get into the show. So yeah, last week on 10-1, we had Abyss and Kid Cash defeating America's Most Wanted in the opening contest. Michael Shane defeated Jerry Lynn to retain the X Division title. Christopher Daniels defeated D'Lo Brown. Ekmo and Sonny Siaki defeated Mad Mikey and Shark Boy. The Sandman returned, and he defeated David Young, who then, him and Glenn Gilberti, Simon Diamond, not really getting along much anymore. Mm-hmm. And then we had the 3 Live Crew, BG James Conan and Ron Killings, defeating the Disciples of the New Church and Vampiro by disqualification. And then our main event, Dusty Rhodes and Jeff Jarrett defeated AJ Styles and Vince Russo. So, pretty interesting show overall.
Yeah, but nothing really even that you just said, like,
no, I mean,
in hindsight, would even make me really excited for that show. So
no.
I guess you shouldn't be surprised that it was kind of boring.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling about it. Now, out of those matches, though, Bob, what do you think the readers of the Observer thought? We gave it a thumbs in the middle. But for them, how are you feeling?
I'm gonna say they went thumbs down.
Yeah, the majority did. 65.5% went thumbs down. Only 6.9% went thumbs up, and 27.6% went thumbs in the middle.
Wow.
And we are quite low on people who voted.
Are you surprised at this point?
Quite low. More people listen to me and Bob every week. More people download us probably within the first hour of the show being live.
Really?
Than voted. But that's okay.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, as Dave even mentions, it was another well below average week of responses. But they haven't put on a good show since they came back from the break, he says. What do you think was voted the best match on that card?
So right now I'm scrolling through my review from probably 12 years ago.
Yeah, but your reviews, you hate everything.
That's true. That is true. Like it would be drastically different probably today if I were to do these.
Oh yeah, and I don't think I called him on it on here. I saw him, but me and Bob hung out. But there was one post that was like, "Yeah, Jerry Lynn doesn't do it for me," and I was like, "What?"
Well, here's the thing. There is a point, and I think we're kind of at it now, where it's noticeable that Jerry Lynn has definitely, I don't want to say lost a step, but he's not as crisp as he was.
Well, I feel like he's like in a weird place. He was like pinnacle of the X division in the beginning.
Yeah.
He's in the first match. And yeah, I feel like that has to do with a little bit of his creative as well.
Oh yeah. I love Jerry Lynn.
He's great.
I'm gonna say that they went with America's Most Wanted against Kid Cash and Abyss.
Negative. They went with Christopher Daniels and D'Lo Brown.
What?
I would have never guessed. In second place was
what?
Michael Shane and Jerry Lynn.
I don't. What?
Yeah. What do you think was the worst match?
The worst match would have to be David Young and Sandman.
Nope. Was.
Wait. Was it the main event?
No.
Fuck. Okay, wait. wait. What the hell could have been the worst match? That's the best match. Siaki and Ekmo against Shark Boy and Mad Mikey.
Yeah, that was voted the worst match. Sandman and David Young was second, though, so you're not far. But pretty interesting.
I don't think I would say Siaki and Ekmo against Shark Boy and Mad Mikey was the worst. I thought that was a good squash for them.
I thought so, too, to be honest.
So, I don't know.
But I guess, what do I know?
We don't know nothing. That's all.
Yeah, who are we? Bob doesn't have a fairly successful wrestling review site.
Fairly successful is probably being generous.
No, I think you're fairly successful. So let's. I want to touch on some notes from last week's show, kind of do our recap, and then I got a big one for us before we get going into the show. I just think it needs its own little part here. So, actually, no, I'll do this. I'll try not to spoil what I'm getting at. Let me shut this window because the neighbor's dog won't shut the fuck up. Okay. We're back at it.
Jeez.
So Jeff Jarrett, his heel turn is apparently seemed to be started on October 1st. Now they've announced Styles versus Jarrett as a title match. Rhodes, who's about to turn 58, did more than he's done in years, even doing a vertical suplex and dressing in wrestling gear, which we did point out was very interesting. And Russo did almost nothing, which was for the better. This is all straight from the Observer, by the way. Styles said that he wanted a singles match with Rhodes with any steps. Rhodes asked for an NWA title match. Styles agreed. The setup was that Russo told Styles not to do it, and Styles slapped Russo, who even sold it. Jarrett then got mad at Rhodes with the storyline that if Rhodes wins, Jarrett will be losing his title shot. And they have words and were shoving each other, which we discussed. Dave says that he was told that the fans in the arena, without the benefit of the commentary, couldn't understand why Rhodes and Jarrett were suddenly shoving each other.
Yeah, I mean, that's a risk you take when you don't have the commentary being heard over the loudspeakers, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that because I don't know if I can't remember if I was really paying attention to the commentary. And I feel like I kind of got what was, I didn't realize that he could potentially lose his title shot, essentially. So I'd missed on that point as well.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's it's said here that it basically, the story is that Jarrett could lose his title shot if Rhodes wins the title. Which doesn't make sense, by the way.
That does not make sense. But knowing that now would make sense for Jarrett's reaction.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So
but how would Dusty winning it?
I don't know. Because is it some BS of like, oh, he's supposed to fight, he wants to fight Styles for it. And if it's Dusty, then all of a sudden he just can't do that. He didn't earn a match against Dusty. He earned it against Styles. That makes no sense, by the way. I don't know. I'm trying to think here. Because what's the logic behind that?
Well, yeah, because I'm trying to think. Like, anytime in wrestling when there's been like, oh, this guy's the number one contender, he's still the number one contender even if there's a new champion.
You would think so. But I think this is another one of those examples of, and I'm pretty sure they did this leading into the match with Raven as well. But I feel like, why am I going to believe AJ Styles is going to lose the belt before the match you're hyping up for
Yeah.
October 22nd.
They-
You've already started the big hype of like
Yeah.
October 22nd, Jarrett gets his match. And of course everyone's like, oh, okay, we've been waiting for this. And like all of a sudden it's like, oh, that might be in jeopardy. Like I get this high stakes of it, but like, come on.
Yeah, I think they did do that with Raven when Jarrett defended against D'Lo.
Yeah, and it was like, why is D'Lo getting a shot before Raven is?
Yeah.
There's just no way he was going to lose. Yeah, it's very similar.
That was probably just weird timing because of the release for D'Lo.
Yeah.
From WWE. So.
But we'll see what happens with that. I'm sure we'll see some stuff moving forward with that storyline on today's episode. Jerry Lynn also appears to be going heel as well, doing this bitter, frustrated old wrestler gimmick. And they even started saying last week that he was 40, which is his real age. But remember, me and Bob pointed out, they made sure that you knew Jerry Lynn was 40 this week.
He's also at a crossroads in his career.
Yes, crossroads in his career.
Who knows if he'll still wrestle?
And he was doing the Buff Bagwell sit on the apron, like not sure what he wants to do thing. Yeah. And now due to this whole potentially new storyline for Jerry Lynn, even though he's kind of been switching over to this more aggressive style recently anyways, but it appears that the spot of the babyface who gets constantly screwed over by Don Callis is now switching to D'Lo Brown. Which they've kind of been touching on a little bit anyway, so kind of that works, I think. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. You mentioned Buff Bagwell, though, so I have a remark here. I listened to...
Oh, jeez.
Listen, at work the other day, I listened to Rebuilding Buff. Right, I think that's what it's called, Rebuilding Buff.
I think it is.
His podcast. Yeah, that's right. Buff Bagwell has his podcast from 2021. And basically, he like shit on a bunch of guys. And by a bunch of guys, I mean like a couple. And these guys would have probably have talked shit about Buff in the past. But two of them were Alan Funk, or as we know, Bruce.
Oh, wow.
And Mike Sanders.
Really?
Yeah, and he was telling a story about how, like, at some show in like North Carolina or something, they were telling a story that wasn't true about Bagwell saying like, "Oh, I did this with like Flair in South Carolina, and he didn't want to do the job, blah blah whatever." But he fucking rips on these guys, and it was funny because he just kept on saying the same insults like 1,700 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a little fascinating to hear Buff Bagwell shitting on Alan Funk and Bruce, and he was just like, what did those jobbers ever do in wrestling? Who did Alan Funk ever beat, right? So I looked it up. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure Bagwell wrestled Bruce in a tag match.
Oh, boy.
And sure enough, he did. Because on the third episode of this podcast, Buff Bagwell and Apollo.
Shit.
Buff Bagwell and Apollo lost
to the Rainbow Express.
To Bruce and Lenny Lane, the Rainbow Express. Now, I don't believe Bruce necessarily pinned Buff Bagwell.
That still counts, though.
He did defeat him.
That's
so
hilarious.
As they would say, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
That was good.
Don't really disrespect good. Alan Funk, Buff.
Hell no.
Without doing your research.
Alan Funk's great.
I enjoyed his Bruce run more so than I thought I was going to.
Me too. Absolutely. I got
same
one...
and the same with Lenny Lane too.
I agree with that as well. I would not be sad if they pop back up, to be honest, even though they don't. But I would not be complaining. I got one more note before my big exciting one.
Okay.
And that is about Antonio Pena did show up last week. And Dave mentions here, and what would be very unique after he was presented to the crowd, he did commentary with Armando Quintero and Conan. Now, this is very interesting. So, Jerry Jarrett was concerned about the two working together because of their past heat. It was the first time that the two had spoken to each other in 7 years. And Antonio and Conan together, it was almost like Vince McMahon doing commentary with Bret Hart. Mind you, this is 2003.
Really?
Let's keep that in mind. Because the two are legendary enemies in Mexico after a long association. When Conan quit and took most of the top talent with him years ago, the two were the key players in building AAA. Conan looked the best he had in the ring, probably because Pena was watching. And if he looked good, this could open the door for him to return to Mexico, where he's been blacklisted, which is very difficult in a promotional war. But he's not just burned, but blown up bridges with both sides. As in each case, we recruited much of the top talent to leave the promotion when the company was doing well. So very interesting. But I'm also glad to know that our buddy Antonio was not just randomly in the ring. He then went to the Spanish commentary table. So he did do more than just stand there awkwardly and hold the X Division title.
Well, I mean, I would hope that he did. That he would do something other than just that.
Me too, but that's what happened.
Yeah, he was awkwardly just chilling there. And he didn't even say anything, right?
No.
In the ring?
No.
Yeah, that was definitely a little weird.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty fun note there. But speaking of fun notes, this one's pretty good, Bob. So if you remember, I believe it was 2 weeks ago. I could get my days and times mixed up. But I dropped the bombshell on you. As we began the show, we hit play and I said, Bob, the Jarretts are meeting with Hogan. And it was like, what? So I have some news.
Give it to me, brother.
So on October 13th, 2003, this is in the Brian Alvarez's thing, Figure 4, Wrestle, whatever it is. But it is titled that TNA schedules a Sunday pay-per-view, and they're talking with Hogan. And this is their newest plan, that we're going to be building toward an end of the month 3-hour pay-per-view spectacular in, I think, November. So
I was going to say for when?
For November. And that would be, the company is hoping to headline the show with Jeff Jarrett defending the NWA title against Hulk Hogan. And we have a press release that I'm going to read to you right now that was sent out Tuesday afternoon. So this went out on October 7th, 2003. And Nashville, Tennessee. TNA Entertainment is very pleased to announce its first ever 3-hour mega event on pay-per-view. This special TNA wrestling event will take place Sunday, November 30th, 2003 at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. A 30-minute pre-show will air prior to the event and be made available for free to consumers by participating cable and satellite companies in the United States and Canada. A huge milestone in the world of professional wrestling, this pay-per-view is sure to be the grandest, most star-studded event in TNA history. The announcement of this special event is another clear indication that TNA Entertainment is the cutting edge, competitive force in the world of wrestling and sports entertainment. Tune in to this Wednesday's TNA pay-per-view at 8 p.m. for more details on this major development. You won't want to miss the dramatic events that will unfold each and every week leading up to the November 30th spectacular. Although there is much speculation surrounding this event, fans will have their questions answered in upcoming weeks at TNA's Wednesday night pay-per-views. Now, you'll notice they don't mention any names in that press release. And if you have any comments, you can chime in now, Bob, because I got a little bit more than just that.
Okay, so I got a couple of things. Number one, that's on November 30th. So would you still do a Wednesday pay-per-view that week?
Oh yeah, they're gonna.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay,
So and that's actually
tough.
that gets brought up here, and I left part of this out, but I mean, imagine, and Alvarez writes it, if you thought paying $10 a week to watch wrestling was strange, imagine paying $10 a week to then watch a build-up toward an end of the month pay-per-view that you also have to pay for.
Right.
So essentially,
yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough business strategy there.
It is, and honestly, I'm honestly cutting a lot out of this conversation because they do make some really interesting points that I'm sure you and I will bounce off each other anyways.
Yeah.
But this is a very interesting situation and a very interesting time in TNA history right now, and it's all going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, and then my other thing is I don't think you can. I wouldn't put out that press release if I didn't have Hogan signed.
Yeah. Yeah,
You don't do that unless he's signed a contract.
I'm gonna have you hold on to that thought because it's super interesting, isn't it?
You have to, because I'll be honest with you, I've never heard that they had a press release out for a 3-hour pay-per-view in November of 2003. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Yeah, so I would have to think that to be that bold and be like, hey, next month, because I'm forgetting that we're in October of 2003. So next month, we're having this huge show and we're trying to get Hogan. Like, I'm thinking you have to have Hogan to do that. So,
yeah.
But it is interesting, like you said, they did not mention names.
No, and so
very important.
And I'll continue on here. Alvarez continues saying, although negotiations with Hogan are said to be going well to the point that TNA officials were talking internally this week as if it was already a done deal, the fact that Hogan's name is not mentioned in the press release supports the belief at press time that he has not actually put pen to paper and signed yet. And we will scroll a bit here. And now, of course, the biggest disaster of all would be if Hogan pulled out at the last minute, which is apparently he's infamous for doing. Alvarez says, personally, I would not have scheduled the 3-hour show until I know that Hogan was locked in ultra tight. Because without Hogan, there's absolutely 0 point in doing the pay-per-view. The very act of promoting a 3-hour Sunday show outside the Nashville Fairgrounds makes the regular 2-hour show suddenly become even more irrelevant.
I completely agree with all of that.
And he also goes on to basically say that it's going to make the fairgrounds look shitty because I think I pulled that out for us to discuss, but they're not doing this at the fairgrounds. I mean, it can't.
There's no way. If you get Hogan to do a Hogan Jarrett match, you are moving that to wherever else you got to go. You are not doing that at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, I think I pulled it out. Let me see here, because that's pretty much all I pulled from Alvarez. But Meltzer has a bunch to say as well here on this matter. If you hear a thing about his name not being in it, forgive me. But so TNA is going to attempt to do its biggest show to date, built around Hogan versus Jarrett, on 11:30, likely for the NWA title. The match would take place on Sunday night and be a 3-hour pay-per-view with a $29.95 price tag. So now we're not doing $10. It's a $30 show. Now, the plan is for Jarrett to go heel and win the NWA title. Now, there had been plans even before this that Jarrett was going to go heel and AJ Styles was going to go babyface, with Russo helping Jarrett to win the title and screwing Styles on the 1022 show. We'll see if this ends up happening.
Wait. Russo would help Jarrett win the title?
Yeah, and screw over Styles, yes. Basically, basically, as mentioned here, he thinks that they're banking on the idea that they do their own worked version of the Survivor Series shoot angle.
Oh my God! And
since there was a real court case, that they should do business with it. I don't know. But anyways, we don't know if Russo will be involved in this whole story. But Hogan Jarrett is supposed to be built in storyline off controversy of the Bash at the Beach 2000 match. So,
of course. Okay. So there's a couple of things I'm really confused about. Number one, for the past, I don't know, 10 months, Russo's been like, fuck you, Jarrett. You're not going to get the title. My dead body. I'm going to kill NWA, whatever. And now it's like, we're going to throw all that out the window and he's going to help him win the belt.
I guess.
To then Russell Hogan next month. And I don't see.
And build the story off of. Yeah. Well, and
then build the story off Bash at the Beach 2000. I mean, come on. What are we doing?
And I think as we build toward this, we're going to learn a lot more. But the only thing I could see this is because Hogan has never held the NWA title. That's correct, right?
That's correct, yeah.
So But like you just said, could you really see Hogan dropping the belt to someone? No. But I think that in his head, it's got to be like, I just need that NWA title, brother. It's my only one I don't got. So I could see that's kind of the selling point here for Hogan himself. Of course, they're probably going to pay him a shit ton of money, but that they don't have, by the way.
Right. Well, and another thing too that I'm really confused about is like I don't think. Okay, so like the court case or lawsuit or whatever, that doesn't get settled until like 2005, I think, right?
I don't know for sure.
I think if it's not settled by now, it's definitely like 2005. So you're telling me that Hogan, who is essentially suing Turner, right? I think he's suing Turner and to an extension Russo.
To a degree, yeah.
To a degree, who's like causing it at least. You're telling me that he's going to potentially risk the integrity of that lawsuit, where he would probably get a pretty good paycheck if he were to win it.
Oh, yeah, probably.
To go to TNA and work with Vince Russo.
Well, Bob, you must have like access to my notes or something, because that's exactly what my next thing I was about to say is about.
Okay.
Is this lawsuit? And so Dave says here is what they don't realize is unlike Survivor Series 97, which has incredible legs, there was little interest in the Bash at the Beach deal after a few days. He says the impression given to me is that Russo may not be around by then, but Hogan, who's 50, made it clear he won't work an angle with him because of his lawsuit against Turner for breach of contract, which involves Russo, who is no longer a plaintiff, but as Booker, who made the decision to double-cross him. And that has not been settled as of this, as we were just discussing. And he says that I'm sure there will be attempts between now and then to make him change his mind. But, as I mentioned before, the plan seems to be to move to a bigger location, as Hogan isn't going to wrestle at the fairgrounds, and perhaps even out of Nashville. Few sources have mentioned Las Vegas as the site they are looking at, including the new arena at the Orleans as a possible venue. Now, WWE has a date booked in Las Vegas at Thomas and Mack on November 28th for a Raw brand house show. And as of press time, TNA has not contacted the Nevada State Athletic Commission about running. Now, TNA does not have a promotional license to run Nevada, which has the strictest commission, nor is there enough time to get one. So they would have to use the license of a local promoter, which we know how that goes, from a personal local show. The show would have to be papered heavily, as when WWA ran the live pay-per-view in Las Vegas in 2002, which you can listen to in our archives, with much of the same talent, except Randy Savage as the draw instead of Hogan. And admittedly, Hogan means far more. It only drew 653 paid.
Oh, my God.
Wow. So Hogan had not signed the deal as of press time, which this was about October 8th is when this was pressed. So it probably came out the morning of the show we're about to watch. Although both sides were said to be of the impression that the deal was just about finalized and were talking like it was happening. Now he was to leave later in the week for Japan for his appearance at the New Japan October 13th Tokyo Dome show. And as mentioned before, TNA would continue to run weekly shows on Wednesday night at the fairgrounds, including the week of the show, which means they would be producing 5 pay-per-views that month. Hogan's side is banking on the idea that TNA would do a major advertising campaign, and on their side, they will attempt to call in some favors and use celebrity friends of Hogan's to appear live, with George Foreman's name being band-aided about. And attempt to get placed on mainstream talk shows the week of the event. Now, TNA has had 0 national mainstream ink, and the belief is the Jarretts feel Hogan is the one wrestler who can get some interest from the millions of currently disgruntled fans, most of whom don't know that TNA exists. But there is some minor concern that the Nashville fan base that attends every week will react negatively when the promotion moves out for a bigger show. And the 9,000-seat Nashville Municipal auditorium that is also said to have been considered as a potential site. There is a big question as to how many tickets could be sold in Nashville as well, because roughly 75% of TNA's audience is papered, and most of the wrestling fans, particularly of that product, are not used to paying for tickets. And I got two more quick things on this, and then we can. I think that's all I got.
I would have to think though that
Three things.
I would have to think that people would want to pay for Hogan.
I feel like they probably would too. I mean, especially if they're going to come to your hometown. Yeah.
Yeah.
The lure casual fans in to make them permanent fans by showing them a good underneath product theory didn't work for TNA when they drew their biggest audience ever for the 1 cent tape show that featured some of the company's best matches, and from early indications have followed up with the very disappointing buy rates since. Still, without television, there are no other theories, and with Sting and Roddy Piper both already tried, Hogan is the last-ditch available star and the biggest name possible to get for casual fans. Now, at this point, Hogan has only agreed to do one match. So the plan was for Hogan to appear on more than one Wednesday night show to shoot the angle and do live interviews to build up for the match. This would involve Jimmy Hart, whose career actually started in '79 under Jerry Jarrett, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
They had better hit a home run with this angle because Hogan isn't coming in for anything less than a huge payoff. It was enough that many internally were against this, and the Jarretts, who did almost all the negotiation and met with Hogan, were for it. Part of the promotion has always been a personal vehicle to make Jarrett a top babyface, and since that isn't going to work, the plan seems to be to make him top heel and use Hogan to give Jarrett the rub of stardom. And finally, to cap this off here, if Russo is around for the Hogan angle, he's likely only going to be talent. Well, Russo did write the first draft. This is kind of touching base a little bit on the last show, but it kind of ties in here. So Russo wrote the first draft of our show from last week, the October 1st show. Dutch Mantell was far more hands-on this week. Internally, the word going around is that within a few weeks, Mantell will be the main writer of the show, basically doing what had been Russo's job, preparing a script for the Jarretts, and Russo will largely be out of that process. So in turn him essentially into a talent and no longer a writer. So that's a lot to take in. And we could theorize all day of how badly this could go. I mean, there's even stuff in here about basically like Hogan is using, essentially, he's putting TNA in a really bad place because Vince could easily flinch in this chess game over the next few days, bring Hogan back, and then stopping TNA's chance of breaking through again with this idea of bringing Hogan in.
Yeah, so the idea that Hogan would be wrestling one match to essentially put over Jeff Jarrett, I think, is comical because I don't see Jeff Jarrett beating Hogan. Certainly not cleanly. Like, he'll have to go get that truck from like WCW 2000 when there was 80 guitars in the back, because he'd have to hit Hogan with 80 guitar shots before he took the pin.
And a stroke. Probably not off the middle rope, but I would book it that way.
Well, yeah. Probably. So that's a bit of a stretch. Hogan's the type of guy where he'd probably want to win, and then he would like vacate the belt or something. And be like,
which is so shitty.
Exactly, because that helps no one. That helps absolutely nobody if he comes in, beats your champion, and then it's like, you know what? No one's at my level here. I'm not jobbing all this vacated belt.
Yeah.
That does pretty bad for you. But if Russo is out as a writer, I don't have a problem with that because you know what? I enjoy him as a character on television.
Mm-hmm.
So that aspect, I'm fine with it. I'm actually like, I think that'd be good if you were just to be a character. But I don't know how Dutch is as a booker. So
he's been talked up quite a bit. So I'm curious to see how these shows kind of switch moving forward. We'll see, but
yeah, I mean, I think he would be more wrestling related and not shock entertainment that Russo has. Because Russo's heavily influenced by like Howard Stern and that type of stuff. So I think the product would definitely take a facelift of sorts with Dutch, and I think maybe positively. So
yeah,
who knows?
I agree.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, that's all my notes before the show gets going here. So I think a lot of interesting. Like I said, there was so much to unpack. We had to get that one out before we started our show. But
yeah, that deserved a discussion separately.
Yeah. So let's
it's huge.
Yeah, it's fucking Hulk Hogan, and now just picture it, because I'm trying to picture it in my head right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Hogan walks out in just even for those interviews in the little fairground arena, and then Hulk Hogan in 2003 is standing in a TNA ring. Like, what?
Yeah.
It's wild to think about.
Well, and like it was reported, or as you had said, if Hogan were to be like, "Yo, Vince, I'm going to TNA, brother," he'd be like, "How much are they paying you?" And he'd be like, 50 grand or something. He'll be like, "Dude, I'll triple it. Just fucking come back." And he'll be like, "Okay."
Sounds good.
Like, yeah, I mean that's what XWF. They're like, "Yeah, brother, we got Hulk Hogan," and they go to pitch the TV, and they're like, "Oh, you got Hogan and Kurt Hennig," and they're like, "Nah." They signed back with AWF. We're fucked.
It's so shitty.
We got Big Vito. Like, is that gonna work? Or we got Buff. He's cool. Yeah, he's.
What did that jobber ever do?
What did that guy do? That jabroni. You gotta listen to it, dude. For an hour and 14 minutes.
That's not bad. I could probably do that.
On people is pretty good.
Well, okay. Let me give you Explosion here. Let me get going on this show. Explosion took place on the same day of the show we're watching, October 8th, 2003. Cage match list this one is 51. Explosion number 51. And it aired on October 11th, 2003. And it had the following 4 matches. First up, Vampiro defeated Chino Martinez. Shane Douglas defeated Willie Richardson. ECMO and Sonny Siaki defeated AM Vision and Zero X. And then in the main event of Explosion, The Gathering, CM Punk and Julio De Niro defeated Delirious and Sebastian. So one of our weaker Explosion cards we've had in a while.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I really didn't have anything of interest there.
The TNA names we have on it are good, but like we've had much stronger Explosion cards.
Oh yeah, we've had more notable. We've had more notable names.
Yeah,
like indie enhancement guys.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. All right, does that mean we're good to go for the October 8th show or what?
Dude, we're good. I'm ready to start watching the show, and we'll talk into indie news and some other fun stuff during the show, and hopefully have a good time.
You're starting to sound like me, my friend. I'm going to count down from 5, and when I say play, hit the good old-fashioned play button if you want to follow along, because this is, after all, a watch-along. Or maybe you don't want to, and you just want to listen to us react to what's going on. That's good and dandy as well. So I'm going to count down from 5, and then we'll watch this show. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, do you hear that scary music, Bob? Our classic highlight package to start us off. Just think, instead of Terry Taylor coming down, Hogan's coming down the ring. He's going to fight Kid Cash. Kid Cash is going to strip his suit off and give him a tornado DDT and Hurricane Rana.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, anything's possible at this point.
Give me Abyss and Hogan in 2003.
Oh, yay.
I forgot about that. Terry Taylor's the special referee for it.
Yeah, so Kid Cash and Abyss facing America's Most Wanted again, but Terry Taylor is the special referee, which is just makes me want to watch that match even more. Oh, Michael Shane that's definitely an Explosion interview.
Yeah, it is.
And there's Chris Sabin with the trophy, so You will hail Sabin. Pissed off Jerry Lynn. Tonight, 2003 Super X Cup winner versus X Division World Champion Michael Shane.
What was the tie-in with Jerry Lynn? They didn't focus on him at all. There's him being pissed they lost.
Yeah, that was weird. And then we're seeing John Callis yelling at D'Lo. He made the save for Shark Boy. Security alert.
I like how
like that.
Is their theme music just like an alarm?
It might have been Chris Vaughn and D'Lo versus Richard Security tonight. We get Roddy Piper's final statements. Mind you, he was like, oh, maybe that was his final statements from last week.
That might be, yeah.
Oh yeah, I never quitted nothing in my life, and I'm not going to start now. And here's the whole thing with David Young.
I like how when Diamond hit him with the chair on the back, that David Young covered his face as if he got hit in the face.
Well, maybe he was trying to not cry.
You know, that logic that wouldn't surprise me. Did you see that YouTube TV might be dropping all of the NBC channels or what?
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, well, that just means you don't have to watch Raw anymore if they do it.
Well, that's probably for the better anyways. They just gave us another match. 3 Live Crew versus Swinger, Diamond, and Gilberti in a tag team elimination match.
Okay.
Yeah,
Raven 1 by 1. Gonna take out
right.
the new church.
Until him and James Mitchell are the last one standing, I believe he said, right?
Yeah. Speaking of Raven, did you see a Impact clip today on Facebook by chance involving Raven?
Well, look at Crazy Jim Mitchell backstage with the church. I did not.
I'll see you right now, Raven.
A member of Father James Mitchell's new church versus Raven.
And we have Dusty against. This is going on for almost 3.5 minutes now.
What was the Raven clip that I missed out on?
So I'm not going to spoil anything because we haven't gotten to it yet. But there is a segment.
Okay.
There's a segment where Raven is doing something, and he goes to talk into a microphone, and he's talking, but it's a lighter that he's talking to, and he doesn't realize it, so he has to go pick up the microphone.
Holy shit. That's awesome.
I died. I was like, oh my god, this guy.
Poor guy. Oh, wait. Look at this. Jeff Jarrett talking to Eric Watts. What happened? He said, what happens if Dusty Rhodes wins the title? Eric Watts is saying the match is going to happen no matter what. Okay, that was weird.
So then what's the story?
Bob, I don't know.
So is it up in the air, or is it he wrestles anyway? I would think he would wrestle either one. It doesn't
Eric
matter.
Watts said, you wrestle anyway, but Jeff Jarrett was like, you better be sure of that. All right, so Bob, take a look at the audience. Guess how many people we got in the TNA Asylum tonight?
Well, not a lot of people look excited to be there. I'm going to say 650.
Oh, no, not that bad.
850.
We're at 800.
Ah, shit, okay. We're starting off with Jeff Jarrett. He wants somebody in the ring right now.
650. They did look bored as fuck during the intro right there.
They did. So
Explosion beat them up. They're done.
You said there was 800?
Yes, heavily papered.
I was going to say, so 800, but paid is probably like 40.
The front row.
Yeah, if that.
Okay. Jeff Jarrett right here in this very ring. Dusty Rhodes. Oh, yeah, Dusty, I got something to say to you. I want you to kill you Pop before you fight Styles later tonight.
Yeah.
Crowd does not care that Dusty would just walked out, by the way.
No reaction. That probably means that the thrill of having Dusty is worn off.
So he's like, this is definitely inching more toward a heel Jeff Jarrett. I don't appreciate what you did, Dusty. I'm not done. This facade that's worked around us for over a year now. Jarrett's come to a realization. He's done some soul searching in the last 7 days. Look, he's cutting off Dusty again, and Dusty really wants to talk, and I feel like that's very accurate. And Jarrett keeps saying, "No, I'm not done."
Dusty just wants to ramble.
No.
Dusty's no difference than any other icon.
It's quite the statement to be making. Look, Dusty's trying again, and Jarrett's like, "No, dude, I ain't done." Roddy Piper, Bret Hart, Macho Man, Hulk Hogan. There's your first, I'm going to say, tease of a name drop because...
There's a mention.
He cut Dusty off again.
They're booing him.
It's working. Rumors are going around in the back that Dusty has people down in Atlanta, in Oklahoma, in Florida, syndicated radio, ESPN radio. They're all talking that the American Dream has one last title shot. Dusty, don't make me say that again. Wait a minute. Dusty's saying, "What are you going to do if I don't shut up?"
It's a fight.
Okay, your last title shot, so this is what I'm going to do. Jarrett says he's going to leave the building. Because him and AJ Styles, so we know he's going to be in the main event.
Yeah.
2 weeks from tonight, Jarrett's got his title shot. Either going to be against American Dream Dusty Rhodes or the phenomenal. I just messed up like Jarrett did. AJ Styles.
Yeah, you sure did.
I literally did the exact same thing. Who's it going to be? Could Dusty defeat AJ Styles tonight?
I'm willing to guarantee that it's not going to be Dusty's final NWA World Title match.
Trinity backstage with AJ Styles, Scott Hudson, giving him an interview. Camera's got like a weird, it's like hazy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's a good point. Where is Vince Russo? Styles says, "Why don't you tell me so we both know?" He hasn't seen Russo in a week.
Well, he did shove him.
Trinity's trying to say something, but we can't hear her. So it doesn't really
Trying to
matter.
comment down.
Oh, yeah. You went your separate ways on Explosion. Oh, shit. The ace in the hole. Kaki Siaki and Ekmo. They're here to take care of business.
Wait a minute. So Styles and Russo broke up on Explosion?
I guess so. Well,
This is fucking bullshit.
security alert, bet on red.
That just shows you why we need Explosion. That way we get this monumental angle advancement where Russo and Styles broke up.
Oh my god, did Don Callis cut his hair?
Yeah.
The red shirts, Don Callis, unless it is in a ponytail, it looks like it's cut.
It looks like it's cut.
Yep, it is. Don Callis officially has short hair. The mullet's gone. If you wanted to get booed, he probably should have kept that on.
Yeah.
So this is like a more fun version of the like right to censor music. It's like an alarm, and then there's like dance music behind it.
Yeah.
New dancers this week.
Who's
Two
that?
new dancers, dude. So
Where's Lollipop?
I saw her ringside, I thought.
This is bullshit.
Okay, so Chris Vaughn and D'Lo Brown, and it looks like Rick Santel is ringside.
Is
Remember,
that Rick Santel? I was going to say, where's Rick Santel with his broken collarbone?
Yeah, he did break his collarbone. He's got the sling on.
And if you remind him, he will grimace.
Yeah.
As you saw backstage. Wait, oh, that's Vaughn on there. Okay. I was going to say, Rick Santel better not be on the middle of the rope raising his arms up like that with a broken collarbone.
I want to know what happened to Chris Vaughn. I was looking at his cage match, and this dude like stopped wrestling in like 2008, and he's just gone.
Yeah. They're saying that Santel has torn ligaments in his shoulder.
No, maybe they updated the. We're reading out of the Observer, so who knows?
We got D'Lo and Northcutt kicking off. this match. I like how the security guys are wrestling in jeans.
Why not?
Standing dropkick by D'Lo.
You see D'Lo tags in Chris Vaughn, who gets up on the rope. And boom. What a big move.
Double axe handle to the arm. That's like a
Devastating.
straw jumping off the ropes. I don't know how that's going to hurt him.
Oh. Kevin Northcutt chucks him in the corner and tags in Ryan Wilson. Bob's favorite red shirt security is definitely Ryan Wilson. His D'Lo gets tagged in as well.
I feel like I'm emotionally connected to Ryan Wilson. Because he runs awkward, and guess who runs awkward as well? Me.
Yeah. Okay.
If I was a wrestler, I'm Ryan Wilson. I'm a big guy. I have no physical talent. I don't want to leave my feet. I don't like talking in public places.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty accurate stuff you're saying. Big drop kick to Ryan Wilson. Another one. He's kind of laughing. He barely stumbled.
That would be me. I'd be laughing. I'd be like, oh, this guy is trying to hurt me. It ain't working.
Oh.
And then I'd try to break a guy's neck on a power bomb in midair.
Yeah, Chris Vaughn went off the top rope and got caught and then slammed down. One fluid motion. Yes, Mike TNA tells us. Look at the front row standing up, dude. They're pumped. They want a t-shirt.
Look at those terrific punches that Ryan Wilson's throwing.
That's one. Look at this. Oh, my God. He can't even do a foot choke good. What is he doing?
He's choking him with... He's on his tiptoes. He's on his tiptoes choking Chris Vaughn.
Jesus.
God.
Bring in the star. Kevin Northcutt. Here we go. Good night. Well, he didn't hit him at all right there, but that's okay.
Yeah, he completely just hit the middle turnbuckle on that one. But you know what? The thought of it would hurt.
Oh, yeah.
What is this?
What's this? Going to be a pump handle slam? Oh.
Oh, all right.
Just kind of tossed him there. Northcutt is so fucking sweaty right now.
I could see Northcutt wrestling Hulk Hogan.
Oh my God, he did the D'Lo leg drop.
He just mocked D'Lo and he
missed it though.
That's funny. Maybe I'd be more like Northcutt because I would totally mock D'Lo.
I like that. I think that was pretty funny. Tornado DDT by Vaughn, but nope, gets caught. Northern Light suplex all the way back into the corner. Damn, he just killed him.
I could see producers going up to Chris Vaughn like, Vaughn, we need you to look like you're gonna get your neck broken a few times in the match, and then he'd be like, I got you. I'm so dedicated, I might actually break my neck.
He just slapped him on the back, and it was wicked loud. And then he throws Chris Vaughn's shirt at D'Lo, who's like, yo, are you down? And he tries to get in the ring. Rudy Charles says, no fucking way.
Did I tell you about, I can't remember what it was, but I was watching a wrestling show, and this guy was chopping a guy, but he was also on the chops slapping his leg.
What?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know. If you have to slap your leg on a chop to someone's chest to make the chop sound, that's not good.
Yeah, that ain't good.
And you know who would do that? Ryan Wilson would totally do that.
Yeah, he definitely would.
D'Lo didn't get a tag. Well, he did get tagged, but the referee didn't see it. Is he just giving up on it? Like, okay.
It looked like he kind of gave up. Like, hey, I was actually supposed to have that tag.
Yeah.
Essentially just crossbody Ryan Wilson out to the outside of the ring. But look at this. Kevin Northcutt taking control of Chris Vaughn. Because remember, technically they're the legal ones.
Oh my God. He's still like a J driller.
The Northcutt driver is what he calls that. And that's a 3.
That looked real good. Well, I'll tell you, I'm shocked that Chris Vaughn, of all people, took the pin there. I'm shocked.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see that coming.
D'Lo did essentially nothing. He did a dive to the floor.
I don't even know if he's sweating.
That's an easy payday for him, if I've ever seen it.
They're like, okay, we're going to do the job. Callis is like, yes, I got to make sure that the shirt doesn't get dirty because I need to wear it in 2021. They're surrounding the ring, all two of them, and they got in the ring. They're attacking D'Lo. The numbers game. 2-on-1 beatdown. They got handcuffs.
Got the handcuffs, yeah.
Who's coming
Citizens
down?
arrest.
Eric Watts, the director of authority. Oh,
Close.
Eric
Double
Watts.
closing.
Oh, he said suck it. Big boot. D'Lo clotheslines Ryan Wilson to the floor. Eric Watts all of a sudden has a chair, and he hits Kevin Northcutt in the back. Okay, I know our match next week.
No kidding. Eric Watts against Ryan Wilson. A chain and a chair match.
Oh, we did have one of those before.
Yeah,
Change in chairs or whatever.
That's right.
Wow, serious situation here at ringside. Chris Vaughn was injured after that. The kid with the Vampiro mask is still behind the announce table.
It's still creepy as ever because he's right over their shoulders, like at a perfect angle.
I like that the eyes don't quite line up, so it just doesn't even look like there's eyeballs.
Yeah.
Oh, huge announcement about the future of NWA-TNA tonight.
If they announce this on TV without having Hogan lined up, I will die.
We'll find out. Michael Shane doing the X Division title and stuff. What did you think about our opening contest, Bob? That was super exciting, wasn't it?
Well, considering we had to wait like 9 minutes for our first match, I would say that didn't really get my juices flowing.
I didn't mind actually seeing Chris Vaughn get chucked around, though. That was actually kind of...
That was good. And Northcutt hitting the Northcutt driver, that was a solid move as well.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like we don't need to do ringside rundowns of the card when we have a 4-minute opening video package telling us the matches on the card.
I was gonna say this works if you don't do that. Right. I like it. My ideal start, right? You start with a hot match, then you go to these guys, tell us what's going on in the show, and then just get into the show. If you want to transition into a segment at that point, fine. But
I don't even know if you have to because you paid for the show.
Well, I do agree with that too, but I don't mind the rundown, but it's very repetitive too. Go. What were we just saying? Go into it right after the video package. Mike Tenay apparently sat down with Dusty Rhodes, so we're getting a lot of fucking Dusty Rhodes on this show already.
Dude, it's his final shot. And I'll let you know right now that this interview will be probably shown over the next 6 episodes, just like Sting and Piper.
It probably will be.
So.
He's just talking about old people. Typical Dusty.
Wahoo.
Talking about legends. Just running rampant. Well, so he's he's going to ramble for a minute. So let me give you something to talk about quick. Apparently that there's continued reports that people are still getting were still getting charged $9.95 by their cable company for the 1 cent show.
Oh my god!
And that the cable industry, when it comes to pay-per-view, is such a total mess due to lack of communication. How do you feel about that?
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, who makes money on a 1 cent pay-per-view?
No one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get that.
Oh, look, Dusty says the fans drive him to do crazy things.
Is this regarding like spanking people?
I think that's what they're just talking about, yeah. The fans' reaction to me. So the fans made him go so crazy he had to spank AJ Styles' bare ass.
I'm really starting to wonder that when I did buy that 1 cent pay-per-view in 2004, if I got charged $10 for it, and that's why my dad flipped out.
It would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I can remember.
I think the ass spank was actually 2 weeks ago, I think, now I'm thinking about it. But regardless, the fans made him go crazy.
Well, it was... And then he also almost exposed fucking Trinity's hoo-ha.
I mean, I think it's as close as you could get without taking off her underwear.
Oh, yeah.
As Dave said last week on our notes, it was an invisible thong. I mean, that's how small her underwear was, so.
That's true.
Jeff Jarrett mad Dusty has the title shot. I would have, if you're gonna do this, I would put this at the 9 o'clock hour. Dusty was just in the ring 10 minutes ago, or out.
He was on the aisle, and Jeff Jarrett kept on cutting him off, so we didn't know what he was talking about. And now we get to know what the hell he was talking about.
So now today's like, oh yeah, but we did talk like earlier today, so
yeah,
just listen to that.
And if, in case you're wondering why we're not really talking about whatever Dusty, I don't give a fuck of what Dusty's got to say.
That's not even it for me. He just rambles so much. He has nothing good to say.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
Not right sense. There, at least.
Yeah.
So Russo has not arrived yet. We're getting told by Mike Tenay.
Russo will be here.
Jeff Jarrett has left the building.
Bullshit.
Yes.
I might fall asleep during the show.
I also just make a comment about how comfortable Bob looks. No one can see at home. But
I'll tell you right now.
Lounge in.
Usually I have my computer and stuff on my lap. I have now shifted to my side. It's laying next to me.
Oh boy.
Next to me. Freeing me up, baby. Snoozing on the TNA Cross the Line podcast.
Wait, we're exclusive footage from the TNA cam of Jerry Lynn
the hell
in the
is
Asylum.
TNA cam?
Look at his shirts. I feel nothing. Wait, they said that he was still wearing his gear. Does he have his tights on? Why don't you go interview The Office or better yet, Don Callis?
What the hell is a TNA outside
it? Here it is, dude. Get the camera out of my face. Jerry Lynn, one more question for you. He slammed the door and he's gone.
I think he was still in his gear.
I think he was. He did his wrist tape on. But I like that he had to put a shirt on and then put his glasses on before he actually left.
Yeah, and he left like in the ultimate like dad car.
Yeah. Is it just me or does like pissed off Jerry Lynn like that at least that promo right there did not feel very believable to me. He was like, why don't you talk to Don Callis? Okay.
Well, and I think for me, it's kind of repetitive because I've been reviewing some ECW stuff from like 2000 recently. And he's doing something where it's like, oh, well, I've been out with a broken ankle and no one's talking about me, but everybody's talking about Rob Van Dam and his injury. And it kind of feels awfully similar to what they're trying to do here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Up next, we got our Super X Cup versus X Division Championship match. Chris Sabin's out here with this trophy that apparently we remembered that random fan had at a local show.
Yeah, that was weird.
At least, I mean, well, that's probably how many years ago at this point, though?
That was 2015.
Was it 2015?
Yeah. Yeah, was it? It was at 2 sets, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely 2 sets.
Okay, so
AJ
6 years
showed up.
So 6 years
like,
ago.
What the hell is this? Yeah. Oh wow. Oh yeah.
So I can't see Chris Sabin losing this trophy. I don't know why. I just don't. So I think he's about to become the new X Division champion.
I don't know about that. I'm not anticipating Chris Sabin winning the championship.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I think he is. I think Chris Sabin's definitely going to win the title.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. Mike Posey, our referee. We just got face-to-face, a couple shoves, and Michael Shane slaps Chris Sabin right in the face.
Did you see for 2CW that they have there'll be some breaking news revealed tonight at 8 o'clock?
I know. I actually did see that, so I'm excited to find out what that is after we're done recording.
Oh, I'm listening to it while we're recording, motherfucker. I need to know.
Oh, you'll have to inform me.
If I had to guess, the show's probably going to be streamed somewhere, and I'm going to be really pissed.
And then we could have just done that instead of...
Yeah, because that happens like every time does. Thanks for joining us, and if you want to watch the replay, we'll be up tomorrow morning. It's like, come on, man. We just traveled in a snowstorm for this shit?
Yeah, right.
Fuck.
Chase and Michael Shane are on ringside. Yeah, well, speaking of that, as a side note, quick. Oh, look at that. Catching him in a Hurricane Rana. That was nice. Sabin, big drop kick. They're supposed to do a bunch of stuff for like front row ticket holders and stuff, and I don't know what's going on with all that. So I'm gonna need some details.
Well, I saw, because my buddy Devin sent me a thing, and he's like, "Did you know about this? Like getting a cushion and stuff like that."
Yeah.
And
they're supposed to do like a pre-show thing, which apparently might not be happening now. I don't know.
I have no idea. Shane just tossing Sabin over the top of the floor. I want the trophy. I'm the champion. If you're following along, we're at 26, 37, 38, 39, 40. Not a whole lot going on for almost the first half hour.
No, not really. Look at this. He's yelling, "You want this trophy back? Well, I'm going to beat you for it."
Yeah, we got like a 4-minute video package and then a promo where Jeff Jarrett was like, hold on, don't talk, hold on. And then he just explained everything that we've heard for the last week and a half.
And essentially he was like, "I'm just going to leave." That was pretty much what he could have just said. "I'm going to leave because you have a match and you think you're going to win, so I'm going to leave."
Yeah.
Well, during this match, you don't anticipate Sabin winning the belt here, but maybe we could see someone else coming in soon, Bob, and they could potentially win the title because, let's see, when I'm gonna butcher his name here, Paco Alfonso was given word that Pena came to TNA and was seriously negotiating a talent exchange. He gave word that he wants to come in a few weeks, tentatively scheduled to come on October 15th, and work something out. All things being equal, Dave says his gut would tell him that they'd rather do business with Alonso because he's got more stable promotion and a better stable of talent.
Who is Alonso?
He is, let me just, before I make something up and then you fact check me.
I'm not fact checking nothing. I was just curious.
He's got to be, looks like he's with EL, or at the time EMLL, I believe, but it's CMLL, where I think Pena is AAA.
Oh, nice springboard spinning heel kick there by Chris Sabin. Speaking of Chris Sabin, indie news here. I'm not sure if I mentioned this already. I might have. Let me see. No.
You have not.
He wrestled Truth Martini on September 26th for IWF, and they wrestled to a time limit draw, 20 minutes. Truth Martini's a Ring of Honor guy, in case people were wondering there. So
Sabin ducks the clothesline, comes back, big boot to Michael Shane.
He's fired up.
Could have broke his collarbone with that one.
Sabin's been looking pretty good here.
Sabin is really good, so it doesn't surprise me. Springboard. Look at that. Beautiful tornado DDT right there.
Only takes him like 10 years to be a world champion. No big deal.
Well, dude, it's because option C wasn't invented yet. Michael Shane going for the super kick. Chris Sabin blocks it. Picks up. Cradle shock? Nope. See Michael Shane? Nope. Counter. Kind of slow counters, but we're countering nonetheless. Okay.
Oh. That's like a brain buster, muscle buster thing.
Future shock. But he gets his foot on the rope. Delayed call by Mike Tenay because I think they were still discussing some other stuff, but he pulled an Excalibur on that one. Future shock!
What?
Up into the corner, Sabin up and over to the apron. Springboard. Goes for a drop kick, but Michael Shane sidesteps him. He knows him so well.
Dude, they've been wrestling so much. Scouting each other.
You can tell that the crowd is lower tonight because they're pretty fucking quiet.
What?
Sabin just ran into some feet.
I thought Shane won.
Shane had his feet on the rope, almost stole the victory, but he didn't.
Well, and I feel like the past couple weeks here that the crowd in TNA, they've been very they've been like sitting on their hands. Like, they don't give a shit.
Well, if you even have a hot crowd, your crappy show can still come off pretty damn good.
Oh yeah. If you have a crappy show with a crappy crowd, that's horrible. But if you have a crappy show with a hot crowd,
It's
there's
probably
entertainment
not
there.
bad. Pop-up powerbomb by Michael Shane goes for the cover. Nope.
Come on, Shawn Michaels' nephew or cousin.
Who's going to win?
It's his cousin, I think, yeah.
Yeah, but soon Shawn Michaels will be the cousin of Michael Shane. Well, Michael Shane said he's finishing it. He's going to take the title. But if he does this, he's not going to get the trophy. Mike
It
Posey.
doesn't matter. Who cares?
Posey takes it. Sabin picks him up.
Going for cradle shot.
Cradle shock.
He hit it. 1, 2.
Wow.
2.
That was not cool, but fine.
I don't know if I'd say that was a 5 or 6 count there. I mean, he wasn't distracted that long.
I like that when Posey gave the belt to JB. JB's like, "Oh, you want me to put this back over here?" And he's like, "Yep." And then he's like, "Okay." And then he put it down. Like, that's pretty much the exchange that happened.
You don't want this to be used in the match? Okay.
Rolls
Over
through.
here.
Oh,
Great. Now we
nope. Lands on the side.
change, counter a bunch of rollouts.
Oh, shit.
Ah, see, I told you.
Michael Shane stole the win. Hole in the trunks, dude. He's got the trophy. He's now the super.
See, look at that. Now he can be even more egotistical. And I think Michael Shane's a better egotistical guy than Sabin is.
Okay, but what does having the trophy mean?
It means absolutely nothing. It's a prop.
Does he count as the winner of the Super X Cup now?
That would be awesome if they went back in and just changed the record books. Like Michael Shane won. That'd be good.
I can't believe that Swinger's coming back tonight already. Remember,
I
had
was
surgery
just thinking that.
So Simon Diamond, Johnny Swinger, and Glenn Gilberti talking backstage to Scott Hudson. Talking about B-list rappers, 3 Life Crew.
Awfully generous.
Glenn's making fun of B Jizzle. What's this? David Young, dude. Oh. What was that crap last week? You laid me out with a chair, man. What the heck? Oh, so Gilberti is saying, because he asked Swinger, how many times I hit you with a chair? He said a dozen. Diamond says, Baker's dozen. They're saying, wait, David Young, we like you. That close, David Young. So he's buying into it, but they'll talk about it later because they have a match right now, so we don't got time. Simon Diamond, Johnny Swinger. We got a Tron of them beating up 3 Life Crew. Here it comes. Diamond Swinger and Gilberti. Tanay says that every time he sees Glenn, he thinks of a used car salesman, which is ridiculous. Yes, they continue to use David Young. Of course they do. And here comes 3 Life Crew. 3 Life Crew. Here comes Bob. Ron Killings, BG James, Conan. Oh, they finally spelled it right. With the KRU. They've been spelling it the other way till now, I believe. Bob, welcome back to the show.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you were getting up, so I just kept talking.
Yeah, good.
What you missed, though, is that David Young came in and was like, dude, what was that all about? And they were like, what do you mean?
From when he got it turned on?
Yeah, and then they were like, Swinger, how many times do I hit you with a chair? And he goes, at least a dozen times.
Oh
and,
my God.
and Diamond, how many times I hit you with one? He's like, at least a baker's dozen. And they're like, David, we like you, man. We'll talk about it later, though. We got a match.
And let me guess, David Young was buying into it, right?
Yeah, he sure was. And then Mike Tenay just said that when he sees Glenn Gilberti, he thinks of a used car salesman. I don't know why, but I think that's really hilarious. So Swinger is wrapped up wicked good.
Like a lot, like double wrapped here.
Like he probably shouldn't be in the ring right now, if I had to take a guess.
If only wrestlers had health insurance, right?
Yeah, you know.
Do you think the David Young thing could be a situation where he wants to be accepted as like what he envisions as the cool group, and then he gets sympathy because like they don't accept him?
Yeah.
So he's a heel trying to be accepted by heels, and then he's going to turn face.
He's going to go babyface, Jim. Yeah, so this is going to be an elimination match. So we should be here for a couple minutes if I had to take a guess.
Yeah, I had to eliminate urine from my insides. That's why I had to part. I've been peeing a lot lately. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's probably diabetes. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah,
I might have pulled a muscle in my chest recently. I don't know.
Bob's a mess.
I'm falling apart.
Oh, Killings with that high kick as BG James held Diamond.
I thought he was about to pin him in like 30 seconds here.
Swinger's in. Dude, it's a reverse problem solver.
Pretty much. Oh, 2 count there.
I'm curious to see how active Swinger's going to be in this match.
Well, he just did a reverse DDT essentially, and now he's choking.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Yeah, but he is. I mean, he's got like white tape, and then underneath the white tape, it looks like a black compression thing or something.
Yeah, dude, he looks wicked tight. Some punches by BG.
Because it was his appendix, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no way that after 2 weeks you should be wrestling after your appendix is taken out. There's no way. Yeah, now he just took a back bump on a rolling clothesline here by Conan.
Yo, let me speak on this. Oh, he fucked that up. Damn it, that would have been... I was about to say how cool that looked, and then he fucked it up.
What was he doing?
The way he twisted the legs, they were supposed to be locked up better. But Swinger, he didn't do it right, or Swinger's foot slipped, or it fell out. So he basically had an STF in.
Well, wasn't there like some kind of remark about how like Conan's a submission wrestler or something?
Was that last week or the week before that they were making jokes about his past of being a submission wrestler?
Yeah.
Although if it might have been last week because that's when our buddy Antonio was there and they were saying how good Conan was doing, and actually I do think I remember Conan working a little bit harder than we've seen him work so far. So
yeah.
Which, let me just say right now, I'm going to give a big shout out to Conan, who constantly retweets our posts on our Twitter page. And I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. And if you want to retweet our Twitter posts, you can follow us at Cross the Line TNA. TNA content all day, every day. Who doesn't want that?
That's funny.
Conan whips Johnny Swinger into the corner. Sunset flip. Nope, roll through. Drop kicked. A basement drop kick.
Shout out to our listener and loyal follower, Jordan. Largely because he understands my sense of humor. So I retweeted something about like Brian Danielson saying that eating apples is basically eating fruit semen.
Oh, jeez, I saw that.
And then I was like, oh my God, I swallow. Yeah. You know, the joke there. And then Jordan was like, no wonder you're my favorite host. Should come up some weekend or something. Don't tell Sarah. I was like, oh my God. Double flatliner. That was horrible, but that's okay. 1, 2. Oh, wow.
Well, it eliminated Conan, which I'm actually pretty surprised about. But he does have to get back to his duties at the Spanish announce table, so.
Yeah. Wow, I was not expecting that.
I thought Swinger was for sure going to be the first person out in this match.
Oh, yeah.
Because of which would make sense. Well, Ron Killing's in with Swinger now. Picks him up. Is he in a hump? The hump power slam. Boom, boom.
There it
Ready?
is. Boom.
Oh, my God.
Oh, great. BG James. Here's the I don't think I've seen BG and K Quick teaming up since Sunday Night Heat 2001, baby. Let's go.
No, they've wrestled on here as a team, haven't
Together?
they? I think
There's two
they
of
did.
them?
I'm almost positive.
I don't remember. That's right. If you're listening to, you know what, TNA Cross the Line, the only TNA podcast where we don't remember shit.
Well, we don't remember specific matches, but what do you want? I mean,
I wish I only watched TNA. That way I could just be an encyclopedia and just remember everything. But as soon as this show is over, I'm probably going to go back to reviewing more ECW stuff, and that's going to suck.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, BG slams down Swinger. This has got to be his elimination, right?
1, 2,
Yep.
3, yeah. The pump handle slam thing there.
The odds are even, baby. So Gilberti and Diamond are left, and BG James and Ron Killings.
Has Gilberto even done anything?
No.
Not sure what.
They're doing the na 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 song
Really?
to Swinger. Na 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 na.
Nah.
Oh shit! That was the quickest little low by Gilberti, who probably just smashed one of BG James' nuts.
Hey, there's Glenn.
Here we go. Drop toe hold and back, elbow to the back. BG James, he kicks out.
Beware, 3 Live Crew. Face first. 3 Live Crew. Beware.
You know what Bob's listening to tonight? 3 Life Crew's album while he reviews shitty ECW.
Well, it's not shitty. I'm not saying it's shitty. I'm just not going to remember because I watch so much wrestling content. There's an AIW show from like 2015 I've been wanting to watch, and I clicked start, and then it said runtime 3 hours and 53 minutes, and I was like, fuck. So I clicked out of it.
I just think to myself, I watch a lot of wrestling during the week, but Bob watches is probably at least double that. So it's actually not too bad when I think about it that way.
Oh. The
It was like
Buster, The Last Dance, whatever you want to call it, Super King by Diamond, he pinned BG James. It's just Ron Killings. Is Ron going to be able to beat 2 people? I don't know. I said all that without taking a breath, and I almost passed out. Oh,
that was dangerous.
How does Don West do it? I don't know. I mean,
He's a machine, man.
Jeez.
Okay, so 2-on-1 doesn't mean you both are in the ring, though. So one of Diamond or Gilberti needs to get out of the ring, but they're cornering. Killings in the corner. Oh.
I don't think there's any way that these guys win this match.
Like Diamond and Gilberti?
Yeah, there's no way.
That's what I'm kind of thinking. Oh.
Power slam. How do
That's
I
it,
make
dude.
this? How do I make this so that you're like not only in the thing?
Like the little floaty video?
Yeah.
Just click on Skype again. Okay, we're giving away our secrets. We're recording on Skype, guys.
How do you do that?
If you're clicked on the window, it doesn't have the floaty one.
No, I want the floaty one.
Oh, then you just click off of, like, click your player, your video player, or something. Truth with a dropkick from the top on Gilberti.
Well, why isn't it doing it?
Simon Diamond whips.
Because I was gonna make this go to like watching the show in full screen, because I never do that. I just put like in a little window.
Huh.
But I want to see how it's like if I actually have it full screen and have you just hovering around in the corner, but it won't fucking do it. It does it all the times when I don't want it to do it.
Of course it does.
Speaker view.
There's just an axe kick right there by Killings.
Scissor.
And now he's got, that the Truth or Consequences.
1, 2.
Oh, Diamond gone. Gilberti versus Killing. So now I definitely don't think there's any way.
There's no way
that
Grant Gilberti's winning this match.
No way.
There's no way.
I've been surprised before, though. Yes, Killings has been the recipient of a double team for the past 2 to 3 minutes. Wait, David Young is, dude. He's sitting ringside. He just wants to watch.
It's because they like him.
A little late to come and watch the match, but whatever.
Don't judge him.
Oh, float over DDT by Killings.
You know what? Let me know if I need to see your face for anything, because I'm just gonna go full screen and deal with it. So whatever.
You probably won't need to, but.
Only a 2 count. Captivating television here, folks.
Oh, Killings had tossed the floor. I wonder where this is going. Right at the feet of David Young.
I think that David Young is going to hit Ron Killings with a chair.
It'd be like, hey, I wanted to help you out. Look, he's trying to talk to the Gilberti right now.
He's going to hit Ron with a chair and then be like, Ron, that means I like you.
Oh, he's having David Young between him. Killings just jumped up on the chair in the middle of David Young's legs to launch himself over him onto Gilberti.
I think that looked cooler in his head than in execution.
Absolutely, dude. That was definitely that. Look, he just pushed David Young off the chair. David Young looks pissed. Total nonstop American. Nice shirt. Oh!
Oh my god,
Smash
he had
mouth.
that upside down and he smashed him with it.
That looked like it hurt wicked bad.
He more or less smashed him in the face with the legs of the chair.
Oh, wow.
What? And he pinned him.
Wow. And Gilberti gets the pin for his team.
What in the world? Why would Glenn win that? Is this because David Young's trying to prove himself?
I don't know, dude.
Something. He's like, what are you doing? What do you want? I like you. Let's talk.
He's like, yeah, get him then. He's telling him to beat up Killing, so now he's just kind of doing some shitty kicks to him.
Really bad kicks.
Here comes BG. Conan. Beating the shit out of David Young, which is kind of funny.
Is Conan wearing the same boxers that he wore in 1999, or is it just me?
Okay, so I didn't want to bring it up because I've been thinking a lot about this, but I think that they're sewn on the pants like that.
Really?
Whoa, dude. Okay, we're backstage with the New Church Vampiro, Father James Mitchell, who is wearing purple.
I don't hate that.
Neither do I.
He looks good.
I don't know if I've ever seen him in purple like that, though. He just handed Slash a book. So he's saying after a scalping, after a hanging, he'd think that Raven would have enough sense to put him in the past.
What is that?
They're darts.
Oh.
Why
Why do they have darts in a book?
Are we about to see deathmatch wrestling where they throw darts at people?
Oh my god.
Have you seen that shit, dude? Whew.
They've thrown darts at people?
Dude. Whoa.
What death match is that?
I just was watching one and I'm blanking on the names. I'll have to get back to you. Look it! No way. Oh god. Well, you're seeing it right now. Slash is throwing darts into the back of Sin. Because Sin is going to take the pain. He's fighting Raven tonight. Wow, dude. He'll give him war. Unholy war. Look how far they're in. Oh my god.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like that would feel overly good.
Wow. Hey, Frankie Kazarian, who he's got a bouquet of flowers he's going to bring.
Speaking of Frankie Kazarian, I have indie news. Oh, fuck. I had indie news about Simon Diamond, too. God damn it. September 26th, Simon Diamond, he lost to D'Lo Brown, USA Pro. And then on September 28th, Simon Diamond lost to Jay Lethal. at JCW on September 28th. And I think there's one more for Simon Diamond. Yeah, October 4th, he defeated Ace Darling for ECWA. So there's that. And then Frankie Kazarian. Well, actually, I think it applies for Kazarian and Daniels.
Yeah,
and Styles, for that matter, too. If I can find his thing.
Well, yeah, Daniels and Kazarian here. This is going to be a fun little match.
Yeah, Kazarian retained the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Championship against AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels on October 4th for Pro Wrestling Guerrilla.
Wow.
So
that's interesting. I don't even know if I knew that he had that, so that's kind of cool. Hey, speaking of Christopher Daniels, dude just came back to Impact Wrestling recently.
Oh, he did? That was officially revealed?
It was, and it was pretty cool.
I had read spoilers, so I had known that for about a week and a half or so.
I'm sure you did.
Well, I did. I just didn't want to tell you.
Well, I appreciate that. And I'd like to point out...
There you go. There's the fucking Disciples again.
Disciples, followers, I don't know what they're called.
Fucking delirious there.
It's not Luke Hawx. It's not
No.
Ultra Boy Luke. So this is kind of a random match, but I'm here for it. I think this is exciting.
Yeah, this should be good.
They're making a comment about Kazarian talking with female fans and girls ringside recently. I personally do not like that they're trying to turn him into some weird womanizer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it really. It's such an '80s thing for me. For Kazarian, I don't think it really needed to happen.
Well, I feel I just feel like they're trying to essentially give some of these. I'm going to say X Division guys. I feel like that's kind of what we're going for here. Is give them more of a quote character, and that's kind of what they're giving him. He can't just be the future. That's not enough. So he's got to be a ladies' man, which is odd because the X Division isn't based on stuff like that. Holy shit. Huge dive to Daniels and Delirious, I believe.
I think it was Nate Webb. That's Nate Webb.
Oh, it was Nate Webb? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and Kazarian also, nice slingshot DDT into there. Kazarian also, changing his gear. That gear is awfully similar to what he would wear when he was teaming with Nova.
Okay.
I believe that their team name was Evolution or something like that. Not the WWE Raw stable, but rather a California tag team that they did. So I don't know how I feel about this revamped Kazarian. But I also don't hate the idea of giving X Division guys characters because it gives them something other than just being guys that do big moves and flips.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily mind that. I just think, why give them a shitty one?
Yeah.
Wait, we're seeing an outside look. AJ Styles, Trinity, Siaki, and Ekmo are waiting for Vince Russo outside the TNA Asylum. Styles is looking nervous, apparently. Daniel slaps Kazarian down.
If I'm AJ Styles, and I'm nervous about wrestling a guy like Dusty Rhodes, it's kind of foolish.
You're not nervous about that?
No, it kind of makes him look foolish to me. I don't know. If I were gonna have a street fight with a grandpa, am I gonna be nervous about that? I don't know.
With a grandpa, he says.
Yeah. Daniels with a 2 count after this slingshot leg drop. Not Kazarian.
Look at. Oh my God, they messed up.
They went picture in picture with the action in the picture in both frames. That's great.
Trinity's on the phone now. Dude, it's mass panic. Look at that moonsault. Oh, Kazarian with a back elbow.
Their production's fucking up here right now. He went full screen to the parking lot and then right back to the match. What are we doing?
Kazarian clotheslines Daniels drop kick.
You know, you could almost convince me from behind that Kazarian was Johnny Swinger.
Yeah, I get that for sure. Look at that
What
somersault.
the hell was that? Well, I don't know if
Leg
Swinger
drop.
would do that. Somersault kick to the head for a 2 count. Sends Daniels into the corner. Runs into an elbow. Spring, nope.
Oh, he's going to hit Back to the Future. Oh, Daniels rolls through instead.
1,
Oh,
2.
reverse.
Counter.
Oh,
Slams
him
him.
down.
Is he going to do the best moonsault ever? Is he best moonsault ever? He hits it. 1, 2. Kazarian kicks out at 2.
Shame he doesn't call it that yet, but as today says.
When does he? I wonder when he starts calling that.
Double springboard moonsault.
Yeah, I feel like best moonsault ever sounds a lot better. So
Angel's wings. Oh, nope. Frankie even went for the wave of the future there, but he countered it still. Kazarian with a big sidekick.
oh, there's Delirious on the apron. I can see why Delirious wears his mask now.
Jesus. Going for the last rights, but it's reversed. Daniels gets thrown into his follower Delirious. Wave of the future. Kind of shitty version of it, but he hit it nonetheless.
One?
Nope,
2.
foot on the rope.
You guys boot on the rope. I can't believe it.
Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me right now? I messed that up. Reversal. Oh.
This is uh-oh.
Angel's wings.
Angel's wings. There you go. 1, 2, 3.
That's it.
Well, Daniels wins the match of future addiction tag team partners.
Heck yeah.
Is that a spoiler or what?
No, kind of, but
Listen,
well,
that's like 8 years away. We're fine.
And then just think, then eventually they lose the match and then they break up and.
Well, I didn't know that part. That they broke up.
Well, in AEW.
Yeah, but they didn't like feud, right?
No, but they can't be tag team anymore, so that's breaking up.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about TNA.
No. I could definitely see. Oh, look at this. Raven's in the room and he's got chains hanging everywhere.
Are they into like BDSM or something?
I don't know, but Sin is wrestling Raven, and apparently he's got high tolerance for pain.
Well, yeah, because of the darts.
Yeah, Raven says that it doesn't matter. His tolerance for pain. Raven effect. Short trip. Bad landing. Punk. Julio. I need you to let me do this on my own.
Well, it is only Sin, so he should be able to beat Sin by himself. Maybe if it was Vampiro or something, he would need help, but it's just Sin.
It's like, I don't need your help. I'm going to kick over these candles and cause a fire as they walk out. They're like, what? Punk's like, don't worry. I don't know what to say anyways.
We'll watch his back. That's what he said.
Oh, fucking A. Good. This one should be good. I got some notes we can talk about during this one. Terry Taylor, a special referee.
I should have taken my piss break during this one.
I honestly forgot this was a match tonight, so that's a bummer.
I forgot that he was a special referee.
I think that's the part I'm bummed about.
Oh, yeah. Kid.
This girl does not know how to dance, but it's fine. Kid Cash with his heel section shirt on.
Cash. Heel section. Interesting.
Abyss, dude.
Well, if he has a heel section shirt on, doesn't that make him a babyface? Because they probably were like, oh, hell yeah, that's our guy.
That's a good point. Kane fears Abyss. Sign right in the hard cam right there. Does he, though? Does he?
Does he?
In 2003, we might be getting to the point. Maybe he does soon.
Well, Kane is unmasked at this point, so
Yeah, he definitely fears him.
he's probably afraid of a masked guy. All right, let's see. James Storm.
Nah, dude, he's looking hype already. I can't see his face yet, but
Let's see.
oh, here we go, dude.
I mean, he didn't just walk to the ring. He did, like, his little taunt, so he might be pumped.
Well, speaking of America's Most Wanted, this is a pretty interesting note. I'll just start us off here in this match. As we're just kind of going at it, Harris clotheslines Kid Cash to the floor. Abyss picks up Storm. Storm slips out. Pushes
That's
Abyss.
Harris.
Oh, is it Harris?
Yes.
No, Harris knocked.
Storm knocked Cash over the top to the floor. Harris just got
Are you
out
sure?
of Abyss's thing. Yes.
Okay, I'll take your word for it, but I don't know if I believe it.
This guy.
I'm talking fast.
You can't even tell apart America's Most Wanted. I understood the Maximals.
Not from the back. Not from the back.
I understood the Spanish announce team. You didn't know who Joel and Jose were for the first about 30 episodes of this podcast. That's fine. But to not know which one's James Storm or which one's Chris Harris, it's a little embarrassing.
Not from behind.
Yeah. Now here's Abyss. He's working over Storm in the corner with some
Jesus Christ. It's not. It's Kid Cash.
What do you mean? Are you sure? I don't know.
I know which one is which.
Okay.
Anyways, the NWA's 55th National Convention will take place on October 10th and October 11th in Parkersburg, West Virginia. But the interesting part of this is that the NWA sold the rights to its heavyweight title, the TNA, and AJ Styles isn't even appearing on the show. So instead, TNA is actually sending Chris Harris and James Storm.
Wait, they sold the rights of the title?
Yep.
To TNA.
Yeah.
So TNA owns the rights of the championship?
At least at this time.
That's weird.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting.
The 55th anniversary show.
National Convention.
That could be, if we could find that show, maybe that's something we could do for a live watch. Bonus episode. I'll take the silence as a no.
No, I was sorry. I was reading more about it, but no, I don't see why not. I think that'd be kind of fun. Let's get through our final WWA show later this year.
Don't even get me started on that. Somersault leg drop by Cash, a big splash by Abyss onto Storm. Terry Taylor didn't even want it. He was like, no, I'm not counting that.
Wow, what a shitty count by Terry Taylor.
He doesn't, like, his arm, he doesn't even, like, bend it.
Yeah, right.
He just, like, kept it still like a robot or something. That was weird. Here comes Abyss again. Double back elbow to James Storm. Great. And then Abyss is going to help with an elevated leg drop for Kid Cash. Let's see, 1, 2. Well, Taylor's at least keeping his counts consistent. Let's see what we're at here. If you're watching along with us, we're at 104, 32, 33, 34. We have under an hour remaining in the show.
Dude, America's Most Wanted is getting their ass beat right now, dude. Oh my God, is he calling Abyss to do a Hurricane Rana?
I think he's going to Hurricane... No, he's not.
He's going to Hurricane Rana.
Or is he doing
Abyss.
a moonsault? What is he doing?
Yeah. Standing on Abyss, moonsault, but...
You know,
Storm
that
move.
shit looks so dangerous. I mean, if he were to slip, I mean, he's breaking his neck.
Well, he did it. It's Storm. Yes, James Storm slipped out of the way. I knew who it was.
Yeah, this time. Here comes Harris. Harris and Abyss going at it. Harris cleaning out his right hands, kicks, or left hands, excuse me. Another left hand, another one. Oh,
Irish Whip goes for the... I don't know what he was going for, but he...
almost like a Bronco Buster splash or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But he got himself on the middle rope, so either way, it kind of hurt his butthole. Hopefully it's intact, unlike Xbox.
Yeah, that would suck. Storm gets tagged in. Well, he snuck a tag in at least. Double flapjack. And he is fired up. Terry Taylor doing absolutely nothing to get them out of the ring.
He's like, come on, guys, please.
Harris backdropping Storm onto Cash outside the ring with a crossbody. Uh-oh, Abyss is up, though. He's got Harris going, ducks a clothesline, misses another one, leaping left-handed clothesline by Harris. He's all fired up. He's like, I'm not going to go to WWE in 2007 and ruin my career. What are you talking about?
Oof. That's a big shot right there, baby.
That's right. Knock, knock. Who's there? Braden Walker. Oh, he got crotch on the top rope by Abyss. There's James Storm. I'm not going to go to NXT in 2016 and fucking ruin my life either. Oh, spear and clothesline combo there by Cash and Abyss. 1, 2. Oh, kick out.
Terry Taylor's like, dang it, that was a 2.
Didn't James Storm get like the old like, oh, NXT, I'm in the front row, meaning I'm going to get a huge push, and then like nothing ever happened? Right?
Yeah.
That definitely happened. They're like, oh my God, it's Jay Storm. And they're like, no, we're not going to use it. Middle rope spear by Chris Harris on Abyss. 1, 2. Kick out.
Kid Cash has a chair, and Terry Taylor does no fucks. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he got it.
He's like, you're not using this, dude.
I may be ill, but I'm not blind. And then he just kicked him in the back of the head.
Blatant kick.
Ooh, well, they just almost landed on Storm there as Harris speared Cash through the ropes to the floor.
Terry Taylor.
Oh.
See, at least I know what Storm and Terry Taylor look different. And Abyss catches that super kick, smashes Storm into the corner. Kid Cash did something, but we didn't see it.
Yeah, Cash, I think, dropped toe hold Harris into the ring steps. Excuse me.
Oh, 8-second ride? Wait, that's not the 8-second ride.
No, that was
swinging
a stumbling one. I don't know what the hell that was.
That was the swinging noose. My apologies.
Yeah, well, there was no real swing. It was more of a stumble and a drop.
The 8-second ride's different, but he got smashed.
Oh, fuck.
But there's no ref.
That never looks good.
Wait, Mike Posey came out and he doesn't give any shits that Kid Cash just used a chair, does he?
That was like a 1 count. I don't even know if I saw him put his hand down twice.
Oh, shit. He's going to get fined, dude.
Oh.
Abuse of the officials. Oh, boy. Here we go. To Harris? He caught it.
Oh. Well, he didn't even super kick the chair. 1, 2, 3.
No, he didn't super kick the chair, but in theory, that was like a fun spot idea. But if they had a different angle, it would have looked way better.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that match was bad. It was just, that was a predictable outcome considering the referee.
Yes, I agree. That actually was not as bad as I expected. I will say that.
Great. Now Cash is just going to be more pissed. This is your fucking fault, Abyss. Why didn't you fucking help me out? You big goof.
Okay, Abyss and Kid Cash are in the ring, and we're focused on them, so I wonder what's going to happen here. Oh, he's poking Abyss in the head. Oh, he pushed him.
What is Abyss going to do?
Slaps him.
Is he about to turn face?
Oh, he's getting angry. Kid Cash is taunting like, dude, do it. But Abyss isn't doing it. He's not going to choke slam him.
It's calling his bluff.
Yeah, crowd's popping, though. Look, Abyss is backing off. He's getting out of the ring. Wicked boos. This is the most heat anyone's had all night, so this is good.
I don't understand the mind control over Abyss.
Wait, Abyss is back in the ring.
Uh-oh.
Quite the camera angle, but Kid Cash turns back around and Abyss is back in the ring staring at him.
Slap him, Cash. He ain't gonna do nothing to you.
Oh shit!
Oh, well, Abyss just slapped Cash. Uh-oh. Low blow. Now Cash is flailing, trying to fight like he's 8 years old. And Abyss with some right hands. Cash, get out of there. I think Abyss has turned babyface here, folks.
Definitely seems like he has, which is kind of crazy to think about. Back body drop, sort of, to Kid Cash.
Well, if there was anybody that could do it, I guess it would be Kid Cash, right?
Yes.
Turn Abyss face.
Kid Cash has so much heat. He can turn anyone face, I think. Wow.
Oh, there's our favorite fan there.
I know.
Important. I think it's important to note too that he didn't go for the black hole slam or nothing. I wonder if they're really saving that moment.
That's what I was just thinking too. Yeah. We're backstage. Red shirts and Don Callis, who is like sucking on his pipe, which is just like such an odd prop to have. I feel like, but
yeah.
D'Lo Brown has left the building. Chris Vaughn is injured. Scott Hudson saying, "When are you going to take responsibility for what these two have done?" He's like, "Is this supposed to upset me as a management consultant?" Should I stand out here and go like this for a few minutes? As he shakes his head. He's scared that he's going to let their big red dogs loose on him. You've been talking to Piper. They're hinting at a Roddy Piper return.
I hope not.
Because this is a business. So he's making a joke out of everyone he's been beaten. Everyone can leave. Because they're all replaceable.
It's true.
And you might be on the bubble if you don't watch yourself, he tells Scott Hudson. And yeah, that's fine. Can we bring Goldilocks back?
Yeah, where the hell's Goldilocks?
The following message has been paid for by the franchise Shane Douglas.
Oh, boy.
There's all this great talent sitting here in the back. Wait a second. He's going to make someone part of the new franchise by plucking somebody from the audience, essentially. He makes greats in the business.
He's cutting this promo in the production truck.
Yeah. He's going to do it one more time. He's going to build a new franchise here in TNA. Unlike anything ever seen in this business before. So instead of reaching into the dressing room, he's going to reach into TV land. Someone from outside of the business. Do you have what it takes to take what I got? Oh.
No.
Oh,
no,
do you have what it takes to get your ass to the asylum next week, or the week after that, or the week after that?
No. I'm good.
You can stand side by side with me in this great industry as we stand in the production truck. Why not?
I know who he's going to bring in.
Who?
Hulk Hogan.
Oh. The new franchise, dude.
Right. This guy's got he's a young guy. He's got some talent. He's 50. It's Hulk Hogan.
I think he's bringing in Paul White.
Paul White. Okay. Oh, yeah. I can't wait for Raven to get a dart to the eye. That'll be fun.
Sin with Mitchell. Fr. Mitchell.
Oh, there's something feeling. Know it. You know this. Oh. I don't know the fucking words to this. I just know the OEO part.
That's all anyone knows, Bob.
Yeah, but I kind of want to know the lyrics. I want to be cool. OEO. And now we're going to get Raven's 45-minute fucking entrance.
No, they cut that down now.
Oh, right. The 45 minutes is for Jarrett.
His is the really long one now, yeah.
He's forever.
This girl does not know how to dance.
No, she doesn't know what she's doing.
Oh, he's coming through the crowd again. Oh, he's not even taunting. Oh, wow. He's going right after Sin.
He's got a chain around his neck. He's just going to beat up Sin.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Holy shit. Choking him wicked far into the corner with his boot. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to see him again tonight, but I was saving this one for this match because he's related to the new church. But apparently with Antonio Pena coming in with all this talent exchange and all this, there's apparently talk that him and Vampiro, who spoke at the show, will have another meeting coming up and about Vampiro going to AAA for a possible debut with Conan as a tag team on the December 5th show.
Interesting. Vampiro teaming with Conan.
Yeah, I think that's the most interesting part of that note, but
yeah, that's unlikely. Unlikely to do either.
Oh, Sin is bleeding.
Well, he enjoys pain, so that shouldn't be a big deal. Raven's indie notes. This is the last one for the show. On September 26th, he defeated Balls Mahoney for USA Pro. And on September 27th, he lost to Al Snow in a Ravens Rules match for Jersey All Pro Wrestling.
Nice. Sin is busted wicked bad, like dripping everywhere. Raven just tried to pull Mitchell into the ring, but Sin stopped that pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, it looks like he cut himself pretty good on the forehead. I mean, it's a deep cut.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, I've really warmed up to Sin being in the new church. I really didn't like it at first, but I'm into it now.
Is that Sin's blood on Raven, or is Raven bleeding too?
I feel like it's Sin's blood. I could be wrong.
If that's the case, he's bleeding a bunch.
Well, when he was just choking Raven, you could see it dripping on his arms and everything. I mean, it might be Raven's. I can't. It's hard to tell.
I don't know if Raven's. It's not. Yeah, it's definitely Sin's blood on Raven. That's still a shit ton of blood.
I mean, look at it all on the back of his head and stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Raven's ever done a good looking clothesline when the guy comes out of the corner. And then he just hit a running bulldog almost on the chain. Oh, okay. Well, tonight's saying that he did go into the chain. It didn't look like he went into the chain, but whatever.
Raven effect.
Oh.
Short trip, bad landing, and that's a 3, baby. That was a quick one.
All right, so that probably means that Slash is next, and then Shane Douglas again, and then Vampiro, right? That's probably the order.
I feel like that makes sense. Raven wrapping the chain around the neck of Sin. Mitchell's trying to pretend he's going to do something about this, but he's not. Oh, shit.
Yeah. And there we go.
He's hanging him.
Payback's a bitch. Oh,
here comes Mitchell with the cane to the back. Oh, shit.
No, sold it.
Here's Slash.
There you go. Victim number 2 coming up.
Oh, there he goes. Puts him down.
Reverse DT elbow drop thing. What does he call that? He calls that something.
I forgot the name. And they didn't say it, so now I really forgot it. Slash about to whip the chain into the Raven, but Raven moves. Sidekick.
Super kick. Savant kick. Are they about to have like a chain match or something?
Oh, shit.
What the fuck? Okay.
That was wicked cool. Raven just used the chain and threw it around Slash's legs and pulled it to trip him, and it looked wicked good.
That looked really good. I was surprised with how successful that was.
Me too. Vampiro's here. Yes, Raven went after Mitchell in the corner. Vampiro hitting a DDT on Raven.
Well, now Slash is gonna put the chain around his neck.
What's going on here? Are we? Yep, it's back around the neck of Raven. Oh no,
They're going back to like the balcony thing. Where's Punk and De Niro? I thought they were watching his back.
No, they were told to stay away.
Yeah, but Punk was like, "Well, still gonna watch his back."
Well, they're not watching very close.
No.
There's just a sign that said "quote the shaven," and I think that's hilarious.
Great.
And if you notice, they're going to hang him again because there's no one over here.
Wow, they really like this whole hanging thing.
Vampiro's like, yeah, dude, like, what about it?
That's going to be a new match stipulation. They're going to have chains hanging from the balcony, and they're going to be the first person to hang their opponent wins.
Oh, my God. There's Punk.
Hey, there you go, Punk.
He's helping him.
Why is he wasn't lifted off the ground?
Well, they stopped it pretty quick because it looks like Julio went after Slash, so.
Yeah, but...
Wow. That was wild. Oh, Mike Tenay. Oh, we need your attention, please. Huge announcement. Tenay says he's very proud to make this. They asked him to make it official. Sunday, November 30th.
Oh, no.
Their first ever 3-hour mega pay-per-view. Bound for Glory.
What?
Don just says, that's super huge. Kid Cash and Abyss are going to be facing off in the middle of this ring. Not only that. Raven's quest continues. Tonight he gets in. We don't know who he's going to get next week. But it's going to be Slash or Vampiro.
Oh, so is Douglas not part of the equation?
I think we dropped Douglas again.
Yeah. Kevin
Northcutt. In a singles match, I missed who he said he's facing. D'Lo, I think he said.
It might be.
What? Word from the back. Piper is watching from his home, and he's just placed a phone call. Piper has a statement next week. They're thinking about it, though. We're not sure if we're going to do that.
I thought he had his final comments last week or whatever, and now he's going to have a rebuttal. What the fuck?
Well, we got one more match, it seems.
What? There's still like a half hour left. Oh, God.
Styles talking with Ekmo, Sonny Siaki, and Trinity. AJ Styles is not going to get teabagged again.
AJ Styles is not going to get teabagged again.
Trinity wants some redemption. Oh, wait. Russo's here.
Oh, he's drunk.
Oh, he said he's been out with a friend. Yeah, he's got a bottle.
Oh shit, he's got a fucking bottle.
What is happening? Drunken Vince Russo. He just tried to like put it he said, let's get this party started, and then he was like throwing himself at Trinity, which is kind of weird. And then he showed the bottle, and now he just left. Scott Hudson says he's no condition to be out here.
2 weeks ago.
Well, I knew there was a video package coming up, because why wouldn't there be? As Bob said, we have about 30 minutes left. Well, a little bit less, just under that, I think. And we have one match left. So I got another miscellaneous note for you here.
Okay.
And that's that the TV situation has noticeably improved. For those with DirecTV, the Explosion Show will start airing at 10 p.m. every Sunday night on Empire Sports, which is channel 626 if you want to watch that. In addition, there will be a cross-promotion with IWA. IWA will be airing commercials for the Wednesday night pay-per-view shows throughout its network in the U.S. In exchange, TNA is supposed to promote IWA events on its TV network as well as its pay-per-view shows.
Like Puerto Rico?
It doesn't specify, but it's probably
imagine.
I'd probably pretty good guess, yeah. And I do got one more because this is probably going to go for a couple minutes here.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, about that announcement, they did officially announce the date, as we just heard, but had not announced Hogan, and probably shouldn't be building up for his first TV appearance. Shouldn't until they build up his first TV appearance. So they made an announcement for something that we don't even have inked yet.
Right.
And my last thing is, it's just a small note about Dutch Mantel had an interview with Alex Marvez, one of Bob's favorites, last week. And he said that about TNA, it's going to take time, he said, regarding TNA taking off. You can't do it in 1 week or 1 month. It's a constant building period. I don't want to say bear with us because they're paying for the product. People want compelling TV. That's what I'm trying to make it. And now we're seeing Explosion. It looks like Styles and Vince Russo breaking up in this highlight package from Explosion. Yeah, look at that. Russo said, then it's your fight, dude.
Remember when Alex Marvez was the lead announcer for AEW for like a show?
Yep.
That was fun.
I could forget that and be fine.
I could forget that he's in the company, to be quite honest with you.
He randomly does backstage interviews.
Yeah. He's not good at it though.
Well, that's all the notes I had tonight, Bob. So,
I am shocked that they announced the November 30th show.
Yeah, I kind of can't believe it. I'm really looking forward to what happens as we move closer to said event.
Not only do you not have Hulk Hogan, you don't even have a venue.
No, but I like that. I mean, in hindsight, I like that. It's bound for glory.
No, yeah, that's fine. I like the name and yeah, all that, and obviously the history that ends up having. This is like the third long-winded Dusty Rhodes promo about his championship match.
Well, yeah.
To the fans, I need you, baby. I need you there. Okay. Dory Funk. Who's that? Harley Race. Nikita Koloff.
My favorite.
Dusty Rhodes. Who's this guy? Who's that guy? Who Nikita? I don't know who Nikita Koloff is.
I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
You sure did.
Did not.
Who's this guy?
Bob, I didn't do that.
What has he ever done in wrestling? Is he even any
Dusty
good?
has almost 100-pound weight advantage on Styles.
Years pro, Dusty Rhodes, 35, age 8'4".
Styles, humiliation led to challenge. Because he showed his butt cheeks.
That's right. And he's
Are Russo and Styles on the same page?
No, Russo's drunk, and AJ's gonna probably lose. Can the Dream realize the ultimate dream?
His ultimate dream, as if he's never held the title before.
Right. Let's ignore the fact that he's a multiple-time champion. It's fine. Yeah, he just even said 4-time champion. What are we talking about? Yeah, here's a bad dancer. Lollipop. This girl is just moving her butt cheeks. She doesn't know what she's doing either. And like she was like waiting for the camera to go red, and then she's like, let me shake my butt cheeks.
Yeah, they're not good. Dusty wearing his trunks again tonight.
Oh wow.
Look like he was wiping his butt there on the top of the ramp.
Sure did. He may have a hemorrhoid, you never know.
That's true. Yeah,
no pop for him either.
Poor guy.
Nothing.
Oh, can Dusty Rhodes become the NWA World Champion again?
I hope not. Don't do it.
Anything's possible, man.
I want Jarrett to win the title and then have there be a Jarrett Dusty match. That's what I want.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Styles has a weird long intro too.
Yeah. Well, I feel like TNA is basically telling you we have 5 people that we care about. AMW, Raven, Styles, and Jarrett. Everybody else, they don't matter.
I think that's like scary accurate.
Yeah.
Well, here comes drunk Vince Russo and Trinity.
What in the world? Russo's coming out drunk.
Zip it. AJ rules.
What is he doing? Is he stealing Scott Hall's gimmick here or what?
Oh.
I'm not referencing his personal life, Demon. I'm talking about like WCW 98. I'm Scott Hall and I'm drunk on TV. Yeah, that was not cheap. That was not a cheap shot. Although it would be funny if Scott Hall returned and like punched Russo and then like stole his booze.
The following contest sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance. Andrew Thomas is a ref. Fuck.
Right, ref bump.
Yeah. Might as well call him Mr. Ref Bump while we're at it.
Yeah, really.
He's like, yo, Styles, can I have that goddamn belt? I guess.
There needs to be an Andrew Thomas action figure.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too.
Yeah. We also need a Johnny Swinger action figure, but it needs to be the, hey, my appendix burst. So it's like wrapped up ribs.
No, we need it so you can take out his appendix.
Yeah, like Operation.
The number one, Dusty Rhodes, number one dream, American Dusty Rhodes dream number one.
I love how Mike Tenay is like my former broadcast partner. He was on WCW Worldwide talking about La Parka matches. That's my partner right there. Let's go.
Where did I just hear a reference to Worldwide? Oh, it was on Impact Wrestling. They were like, yeah, this is just like WCW Worldwide. And I was like, what the fuck? Because it was like Hikuleo and David Finlay were wrestling. And they're like, these guys' dads fought on Worldwide. I was like,
Oh
what?
my God.
I was like, why are you bringing that up?
That's funny as shit. Well, people are saying, too, that, Dark now? AEW Dark is like worldwide. Like the taping atmosphere.
It's a cooler atmosphere for sure.
Yeah. Although I don't know how it's really world. Oh, I guess it could be because they are using a bunch of like indie people too for
they do
squash matches. So.
Oh, dude, Russo's gonna be so drunkenly yelling through this entire match.
He's gonna overshadow the match.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that.
Not that I'm excited for this match by any means, but he's gonna definitely take away.
Wait. Raven has been taken to an emergency room here in Nashville, a medical facility. If you are on WWE, if you didn't understand what an emergency room was,
yeah,
they are trying to kill him. They're saying Father James Mitchell definitely wanted to kill Raven,
attempted murder. Where's security on these shows?
Well, they got beat up earlier in the show. Remember?
All right, yeah, but like, what about like a police officer or something? Like, what are we doing? The amount of attempted murder on these shows is incredible.
There is quite a bit, hey. Dusty laying out his game plan.
Jesus Christ. We just passed 20 minutes left in the show.
Yeah, so if you're following along, we're at an hour,
Holy
35
shit.
minutes, and 48 seconds.
God damn it. There's no way this goes 20 minutes, right?
No, there's no way. And the thing is that I just feel like there's going to be just a lot of stalling.
Jeff Jarrett is coming back on this show.
Oh, 100%. The real question is, does he smash a guitar on Dusty Rhodes?
Mm.
I don't know. I'm just armchair quarterbacking here.
Well, I mean, again, if I'm Jarrett, I would want Dusty to win.
Yeah.
Unless you're telling me he's more afraid of a guy like Dusty than he is AJ. I don't know. Bad knees. Well, of course he's got bad knees today. He's fucking 55 years old.
What do you mean?
Next thing you're gonna say, Roddy Piper got a bad hip. You're like, no shit, dude. He's got a hip replacement. What are we talking about? Dusty tossing AJ across the ring. Oh, bionic elbow to the back of the head. Russo looking like an emo hacky sack player who just happens to be intoxicated.
Oh, Styles thrown on the floor. I like that Russo, like the hair in the front, because he's got a beanie on, for those not watching. And
That's why it's a hacky sack.
Yeah, yeah.
With his fucking plastic baseball bat.
Oh, God. I hate that.
I just wish he never smashed it on the table, and then it made it so abundantly obvious it's fucking plastic.
Oh my God, he just slapped Styles so hard across the guardrail, he almost flipped into the crowd. Trinity's keeping Russo back. I'm getting like weird vibes from this though. Is this like the Russo like, hey, I'm gonna be ringside, but I'm gonna be like drunk? Like, is it a purposeful I'm gonna take away from this match? Because like, what is that adding? What is drunk Vince Russo ringside adding to this match?
Yeah, I mean, the announcers aren't even really playing it up at all.
I don't get it.
It's just a way for him to take away from the match, I'm telling you.
Take away from the match? Take away from Dusty?
I think so. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that, you know, the separation from AJ last week on Explosion, you know, maybe that's caused a downward spiral, but there's no tease of like, oh, is he going to be in AJ's corner? He's obviously working with AJ right now.
Well, not only that, they don't, without like somehow explaining that, I feel like it just doesn't make sense. Like,
yeah,
if they just did the backstage segment or something, like that's one thing, but like, does he really got to come out with him too?
Right.
Also, I meant to point out earlier during I think that backstage segment, we haven't seen our buddy Legend in a bit here.
Oh, he's just stiff shots to Dusty there.
Oh, that's
Dusty's
bleeding
busted
now.
Yeah, Legend hasn't been seen since he lost to Jarrett, right?
Was that the last time? I don't know. It's just weird because Sonny Siaki's here. We obviously have ECMO now, but I was thinking earlier in the show. Like,
wait, no, we saw him. He wrestled. Wasn't he like with Mikey or something like that?
Hold on, I'm gonna look up for us his last match.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen him since the Jarrett loss.
I think since the Jarrett loss, but we haven't.
Yeah, because he teamed up with Daniels.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking the loss was after that, even for some reason.
No, I think it was. I think his loss was even before War Games, wasn't it?
Yes, I think it was. Yeah. So no, we got our time off. I just think it's weird because I was wondering if this team was even still a team, but with Siaki and Styles kind of, oh my God, look at Dusty bleeding, just sitting in the chair in the crowd.
Yeah, he smashed Styles with the chair, and now he's sitting down. And I like how half his face is blooded and the other half is not.
Okay, so it actually looks like that match where he teamed up with Daniels and they lost to Watts and Jarrett on August 20th was his last at least match.
Mm-hmm. When one was, wait, but he wasn't in. Was he in Wednesday, Bloody Wednesday?
No.
Okay, because that would have been like the September 3rd.
Okay, so that's weird. That's weird to me. So it's almost like he got lost in the shuffle after
It sure
that.
seems it.
And then maybe I don't know, I guess they didn't want to book him again, or at least for right now. But I don't know. It's kind of weird.
They might not have had anything for him. I mean,
Well, yeah.
this roster just keeps on getting bigger and bigger, and they keep on bringing more and more people in.
I just think it's weird because you had him in a stable. It's not like he's just a random guy in the roster. That's what's weird to me.
Yeah.
But even Daniels has sort of separated from the rest of the group.
Right.
It's been a very loose group at this point until tonight, where we saw him in the same room again.
Yeah, but even then, they don't seem like they're
Cohesive.
working together. Like Siaki's just like, fuck you, AJ. Like, ECMO and I are gonna take over.
Well, because he did this D-Lo thing. Styles has been doing the championship thing this whole time anyways.
Yeah.
Daniels has parted and done his own thing. So, I mean, they've kind of slowly drifted away from each other.
Russo actually he's having a heart attack or something.
Dusty is going very slow right now.
Well, what do you expect? Do you think he's going to work like he's Rey Mysterio in 1996?
No, but we're literally just like walking. Look how he's walking across this way. I'm not going to punch Styles.
Dusty reminds me of WCW Roadblock.
Oh my God.
He just ain't doing nothing. Fuck it.
Look, Styles went for a punch. Dusty's like, no, I got to do something quick.
Has there been a move? It's just punches.
No, dude.
I'm going to throw you across the ring. Cool. All right. Elbow, punch. Oh, knee lift. That's devastating. Oh, what's that? A kick to the back. Oh, God.
Dusty sold that kick like it was ending his career.
Wow. You know what? This is what I'm going to do tomorrow, Dallas. When I go to work, I'm going to trip a guy who's like 63 years old. And then as he's kneeling, I'm going to kick him in the back and then see what he says. And then I'll report back to you from probably prison.
Okay.
You'll be my phone call. And I'm like, Dallas, you won't believe this, but he made the same noise as Dusty. And then it'll be like, you have 30 seconds for me to get your phone call. And I'd be like, tell my mom I love her. And I'll hang up.
You won't believe what I did.
What'd you do?
That's it. You won't believe what I did. I kicked a guy in the back.
No, you would believe it. If you get a phone call from me like tomorrow around 6 o'clock at night, you'll know what I did.
I'm gonna answer it. And it'll be like, it's like, you know, they have the automated message from like the jail.
Yeah, Albany Correctional Facility is an automated call. Do you accept the phone call? And you'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, who's calling me from jail? And it's Bobby's like, Dallas. Remember when we were watching the TNA Pay-Per-View yesterday? Well, yeah, AJ inspired me to kick an old man in the back at work, and I'm in jail now for assault. Dusty's fading from...
You know what? No, in my luck, I'd kick the guy, and then like his appendix would burst, just like Johnny Swinger, and then he'd die, and I'd be arrested for homicide.
Oh my God!
It'd be great.
Wait, Dusty's coming back to life now. He's up to a knee. It's not quite a headlock.
Tonight's freaking out because he's up to a knee on a chin lock. What are we talking about tonight? Oh my God! The guy got kicked in the back.
Incredible!
What is going on here?
He's literally losing it right now.
If
Irish whip Styles ducks comes back cross body.
1, 2. Barely kicked out of that. What a fucking overreaction to a guy getting to his feet out of a fucking chin lock after he got kicked in the back. Or what are we talking about? This is the same guy that took a spike to the fucking head in like 1987 from the Road Warriors. And we're talking about getting out of a chin lock. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
He wasn't almost 58 when he took the spike, Bob. Styles is going to go for a potential springboard 450 here, I'm guessing.
To be honest with you, Dusty looks the same every year, so it don't matter. Oh, he misses this. Oh, his knee. Oh no, what's gonna happen here? A 24-year-old hurt his knee compared to when a 67-year-old got kicked in the back. What's gonna happen?
Wait a second. Does Trinity have a white towel in her hand?
What?
She looked like she had like a little white towel.
It's probably Russo's barf towel or something.
Oh God.
He's drunk.
You're probably more right, but look how slow Dusty's dragging him over to the corner, slams his knee on the post.
Devastating.
Wraps the knee around the ring post. We're at 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 35 seconds. We have significantly small amount of time left in the show, but the match is still going.
This is ridiculous. Did he just say mommy, please?
Russo's yelling, get him away. Hit him with your plastic baseball bat, Russo.
Dusty, I'm begging you. Hit a wrestling move. And I'm not talking it up. I'm talking like a scoop slam or something.
Oh my God, is he going to do it? Is Dusty going to do the figure four? Look and throw the fingers up, baby.
Well, I guess this would be technically a wrestling move.
Is he going to...
Paul Bunyan? That is definitely a towel in her hand.
I saw it, and it gave me some ideas here. Styles grabbing the ref to try not to submit in this figure four. But oh my God, it's the bad knee, though, too. The pressure is on the bad knee.
The bad knee. Give me a break.
I thought they were going to do it.
I feel like he could easily reach the ropes, AJ. You're right there.
He doesn't realize, dude. He's in so much pain. He doesn't know.
Okay.
When you're in this position, it's very difficult to know where you are.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, shit. There goes Andrew Thomas.
Wait, what's that? What just happened? A ref bump?
Andrew Thomas took a ref bump, and AJ tapped. So Dusty lets go of it because he thinks he won, but the referee's gone.
Did it. I'm a champion. And then Russo's like, wait a minute, I got my plastic bat. I'm going to throw it to someone, and then you're going to get beat up.
Oh, shit.
Oh, right on the knee, or on the leg there.
Dusty sold that like shit, though.
Well, yeah, you would have thought he got hit over the head and he died, but he got hit on the calf.
Well, I didn't know if he actually felt it. I didn't know if he felt it at first.
Right. How is he unconscious from getting hit on the calf?
The blood loss.
But, what? He got hit on the calf. Maybe the pain was so much. Andrew Thomas, that moron.
Bruce was telling Styles to go to the top. He must be sobering up.
He must be sobering up. It's probably not a good idea. He's on a bad knee. What are we talking about? What are you doing?
Well, he's not going to hit the Styles Clash on him.
No. Is he? Oh, he's going for the figure four.
Oh, figure four on Dusty. Oh, he can't get it in? Oh, he sort of has it. Sort of.
That's not good. That's like a Miz level figure four.
Russo just slipped and fell when he was pulling Styles' arms.
He doesn't even have his leg all the way over.
Well, maybe it can't go over, Bob.
Is Andrew Thomas this oblivious? He should be fired for being in horrible ring positioning.
Well, don't you think that the refs would think to check the other person while they're checking on?
I mean, you would think 1, 2.
What?
He passed out to the figure four after being hit on the calf. I mean, I understand he's losing blood, but...
Okay, so Styles is still your champion because Dusty passed out when he pinned him while in the figure four.
There was exactly 2 wrestling moves that whole match.
Yep, Sure
That's
was.
impressive that they did pretty much nothing.
Wow. That's not the finish I expected, I guess.
No.
What the heck? Wait, Russo has a microphone, I think? He's still like 2 weeks. 2 weeks in a row. You humiliated the champion.
He's like screeching.
Don West says he called him a drunken fool. Oh, get his bare ass.
Mm.
I don't want to see Dusty's bare ass.
I don't want to see that at all.
Please
Can we
don't.
not do that? Let's not do that.
Dusty has a beer bottle in his hand. If he wants that to be useful, he better break it and then stab someone. But
you know what? He'll stab Andrew Thomas. But yeah, man, you drunk, but he's a drunk.
I know. Oh, he's whipping the mat at him. Dusty, you want to spank people? I like that the storyline is built on Dusty spanking AJ Styles.
Yeah.
In the bunkhouse match.
Where's Jarrett? Jarrett's got to come out. How much time is left on the show? We have about 3.5 minutes. Just over 3.5 minutes. Great. Now they're just beating him up again. Trinity's actually going for the calf. That's storytelling, folks. She knows what she's doing.
Oh, shit.
Who's that? That's not Rick Santel. I know that. That's some other guys.
Oh, that's the promoter guy. Oh, shit. Here's ECMO and Siaki.
Yeah, as if they needed to come out to make the save on the poor elderly fucking security guy that ECMO just threw out the floor.
Oh my God, Siaki. Oh my God, those are the worst shoulder blocks I've ever seen.
That is awful. Oh my goodness. He wasn't even touching him with those.
No, but here's America's Most Wanted. Going against ECMO and Siaki. Try to get them off.
Clothesline by Storm on Siaki. Are we going to get an AMW versus ECMO and Siaki match next week or what?
That might be pretty fun.
Yeah, double clothesline to ECMO.
Oh, Styles. Oh, with the bat. Oh, shit.
No, there goes Harris. ECMO clothesline Harris. And there goes Harris to the floor.
Oh, no. They put him in the middle. Oh, no, Bob. Guys, don't do this to Dusty, please.
Are they...
Trinity, take off his pants.
Take off his pants. Oh, man. We're going to see a Dusty Rhodes boner right now?
Look, they can't get him off.
They can't get him off.
Wait a second.
What's this? Jeff Jarrett didn't leave? I can't believe it. He's at ringside.
Jarrett with a chair. Siaki. Styles. ECMO.
Oh, ECMO took it unprotected. But everybody else is getting their hands up like they're smart.
Oh, shit. He almost just hit Dusty.
Oh, he almost did. He was thinking about it. But then Dusty covered up. You stupid son of a bitch. I tried to get you on my side for 1 year. You won't listen.
Jeff. He's saying, Jeff, it's over from here on in. Should be here out, right? But October 22nd. No NWA title for you. I'm going to make sure of it. Yeah, Russo's drunk. He's talking out of his ass.
Yeah. We know TNA. He just told us that October 22nd.
Wait, Dusty has a mic, but it's not working. Oh, wait. I'm going to repay you right here. Russo. You and your two goons next week, right here, against Dusty and America's Most Wanted. Wow. Russo says yes.
What? Is Dusty teaming with AMW to take on ECMO, Siaki, and Vince Russo?
Is it Russo or Styles?
He said the two goons and you.
Oh, yeah, and Russo, yeah.
So, chair shots. And that's how we end the show. I will be surprised if Russo's wrestling again.
Oh, yeah, well.
I would be absolutely shocked by that.
There's no way, right?
No. All right, Dallas, where are we at for the October 8th show?
I don't know, man. I kind of feel pretty similar to the October 1st show. Like, it was another... I mean, I think this one had more to offer than last week did. I'll say that. But I don't know if I loved it.
I think it's another average show, but I don't think it was boring.
That's kind of where I'm at, yeah.
I don't think it was boring like it was on October 1st. So
I don't know. I mean, is it really a thumbs up show, do we think, though? I do think match wise and stuff that it was better. And I do think we actually did something.
Well, I think, really just incorporating alone Shane and Sabin and then Daniels Kazarian. And even Cash Abyss against AMW. Those matches were pretty solid, I would say.
That's what I mean.
And so was like the Northcutt and Wilson squash over Vaughn and like D'Lo. That wasn't that bad. So I'm still gonna say it's like an average show in the middle, but if I had to, I'd be tilting upwards in comparison to last week's episode, which was just a straight average show. I mean, I wouldn't give last week's a thumbs down, but it was just a boring, uneventful show.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with that. I think I'm going to copy you and say the same because that's kind of I feel the same. I think it was better than last week's show, but I don't know if it was like good enough to give it a full thumbs up.
Yeah, that's where I'm at for it.
Well, I agree, man.
Yeah, so for next week's October 15th, what we have announced is Cash and Abyss.
Yep.
Raven is going to be taking on somebody from the New Church.
Yep.
Which would be either Slash or Vampiro. They have completely... It looks like they've just dropped Shane Douglas from that entire equation, which is probably fine. Kevin Northcutt is supposed to be in action. I don't think we heard, though, who he will be wrestling, so...
Yeah, I don't know if we heard... I thought I heard D'Lo, but I totally might have heard wrong because they were talking about this whole storyline. So we're just going to say he's in action because we missed what he said. We don't know.
Yeah, and then as we saw here at the end, AMW will be teaming with Dusty Rhodes to apparently take on ECMO, Sonny Siaki, and I'm assuming Vince Russo.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
From the way that it was worded, so. I don't think... I mean, next week seems to have some decent stuff attached to it.
I mean, there's a reason to watch, I would say. So we'll see what happens here, man. I mean, we're inching. We got 2 weeks until Jarrett's big match against AJ Styles, and if that's any indication, I'm hoping that 10/22 show is going to be a big one overall.
Are you excited for that match or no?
I feel like I sort of am. Not nearly as much as I was for Raven and Jarrett, but I am kind of excited to have Styles and Jarrett face off for the title.
Okay.
I think it's something to look forward to.
I think I'm a little indifferent because it seems as if the main focus has been with Dusty.
Yeah, I think
it has with Jarrett.
Maybe I'm looking forward to it because I'm ready to like get past Jarrett chasing someone else for the title.
Right.
Like, because if what's in the newsletter is right, Jarrett may be going heel in 2 weeks, and he is a significantly better heel than he is a babyface.
Yes.
So if that's any indication, then I think that there's that as a positive going forward. And Styles, I think it was a fun run as a heel, but I'm also ready for that. I hope we do a double turn.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think of that. That could happen.
So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. But we'll see. And like I said, I'm hoping the rest of the card ends up shaping up pretty good as well. who knows? Maybe they're planning a big show. They're hoping they're going to have more eyes on it. Maybe someone will debut in the Asylum, brother.
You never know. I mean, maybe we'll get more information regarding the November 30th Bound for Glory event.
Yeah, I cannot wait to keep learning about that.
Yeah, because that's definitely going to happen.
It's definitely going to happen, guys.
No way that's like not going to happen.
Nope, but stay tuned and follow along with us as we figure out how it goes down.
That's right. So maybe we'll find out next week. But do you have anything else for this week, Dallas, or no?
I think that pretty much covers it, Bob.
All right, then. I'm looking forward to next week's episode and the continued build to Bound for Glory. But we're bound for next week. So for Dallas Gridley, I'm Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.